Hello everybody, welcome to Friday Night D&D. This is God Mode channel. This is our Friday night Dungeons & Dragons Weird and Wild stream. I am Jaso, the DM. Who else is joining me this wonderful Friday evening during a worldwide pandemic?
Jeez.
Hey everybody, it's Bailey. I will be playing Glacé Allure, the androgynous Eidolon College of Glamour Bard.
Hey everyone, it's Luke. I'm playing Aesop Kinku Alchemist.
What's up? My name's Kevin. I play Sun Kong, your apeling bionoid monk, following the way of the abundant spirits.
What's up? My name's Slim. I'll be playing Rinkaz, a lizard folk fighter under the martial archetype of the guns.
I'm Kyle, and I'm playing Fare Laredo. She's an arcane trickster that I've reskinned to be a tech ways extraordinaire.
Hi everybody, I'm Nick. I play MVD, the half-elf celestial warlock, packed with tome focus, and I have the most phenomenal familiar of all time, a pseudo-dragon named Jira.
Thank you everybody. This is session 92, Disasters. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Yeah. We'll see what happens this session. Thank you, husband and wife stream, for the raid /husband/Slim/Brian. Thank you everybody who is stopping in to watch. I appreciate you all. Thank you Heroes last session for the bits, and thank you Gonzarelli and Biohazard for following. That was very nice of you guys. If you are following, if you're thinking about subscribing, we do have Twitch channel points. You can use those to buy all kinds of fun things. You can check out the details and all the things you can buy in the bottom left of the Twitch chat. You can buy stuff like a +1 for any role for a party member, inspiration for them, boons for the party, all kinds of cool stuff, so check those out. Stream avatars are back, and we have switched to using bits to where you can buy them. And of course, if you don't want to spend any money to unlock a cool little avatar that you see, you can always still accrue those Twitch channel points to buy one. So you don't have to spend any money, but the bits are a nice way for you to give to the stream a little bit, help me buy some extra packs on the Roll20 marketplace to further add cool stuff to the game, and it also gives you a fun avatar to play around with. And our character art, as usual, I want to give a big shout out to @8BitRibbit. She has done all of our character portraits and icons and stuff like that, and that's very nice because the art is awesome. So I really appreciate her and will always want to try and give her a shout out. If you follow us on Twitch, that would be really awesome. If you follow us on Twitter, that would also be really awesome. We're close to 250 followers. That number keeps waning because people from the last giveaway were like, I only wanted this for the giveaway. Goodbye. Which is their prerogative, but it would be a lot cooler if you stuck around. But at 250, we're going to do another giveaway. So we're like 3-4 people away from that. So it's a click of a button. You can stay tuned for when we go live and do fun stuff. And yeah, the first part of needing to enter this giveaway will be done by being a follower. So I appreciate that. That's usually pretty much the end of my housekeeping, but this next Tuesday, I believe, what did we say, Slim, at 8 p.m.?
Yeah, 8 p.m.
Eastern time. If you guys are wondering, thank you League of Explorers for subscribing. You're a good mate, and I appreciate you. If you are wondering how to figure out Roll20, especially if you are a tabletop player and you're trying to wrap your head around some of these online tabletop software because of what's going on right now and stuff like that, there is some official videos for learning how to wrap your head around Roll20, but at the same time, if you want a little bit more of, I guess you could call it maybe a personal experience, but just more of something from regular players of a tabletop game, me and Slim are going to be getting together and doing a little bit of an impromptu Roll20 for Dummies this Tuesday at 8 p.m. So come on by if you're trying to figure out how to. We're basically going to just walk through the steps, and it actually may be, I don't know, 2 or 3 weekly Tuesday sessions that we go through, depending on how deep we dig into things. But it'll be a fun way for you to try and get your mind wrapped around how to build a map, how to add some lighting, put in characters, pictures. I'm going to just be using the Wyrd and Wyld campaign. We're going to throw up an empty map and go from there. And yeah, so if you want to follow along, we'll basically be going from the basics into some of the advanced stuff. It is largely pretty intuitive to figure out, but it's still nice to be able to watch something and see it live in front of you. So if you want to stop by, you can hang out with us, ask us questions. It's a perfect time to ask questions if you have a question and you're not able to find an answer for it. So stop by then and hang out with us, and it'll be a lot of fun. Other than that, I believe that is all of the things that I wanted to talk about. So why don't I go ahead and hand out inspiration, because it looks like most of you guys used yours from last session.
That's because we fought a dragon.
That does sound familiar in my mind.
My head.
Fought hid for the most part.
Scary.
Bam. Draw, you fool. There we go.
And with
Classic.
that, did you get a card you get a lot?
Classic gladiatorial training.
Are there any cards you guys want to trade? Otherwise, hold on to them and we'll jump right in.
Good.
All right. Let's roll some die to see who wants to give the recap from last week.
Yep.
What?
Here it comes. I feel it.
Oh! Oh! Woo!
Oh no, that's me.
No, it's Sun Kong.
No, it's not. It's me.
Oh,
Sun Kong, what happened last week on Wyrd and Wyld?
Well, we took off for this planet that we're on. I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names. You guys know this already. So we took off
Horzodas.
from the patroller ship, the Quagga. Came down here, all of us. Seemed to have Fa was flying the ship, doing excellently. I might add.
You misremember that entirely. If Fa drove ship, Fa not crash ship. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody specifically in VD, but I'm thinking that somebody other Sunboy didn't. It wasn't me flying the ship.
Sun Kong obviously wasn't paying much attention because we ended up flying into a storm, and that was terrifying. We kind of crash landed, so the ship was damaged. We started exploring around. Fa believed that she could fix the ship that Nvidi crashed. So we started looking around. Aesop ran into one of the gifts that we were looking for, the captain, whose name, again, I don't remember, but he was the main one.
It doesn't matter. He fucking died.
Yeah, he ended up dying. But so we all came out of the ship. Fa and Rinkaz stayed in, though, to try to fix it. We were looking for stuff for the ship as well as the other crew members. We ended up, even before we left the area of the ship, we found out a dragon was here because it landed on top of the ship. Luckily, at that point, it hadn't seen us. But we got lucky later. So we ended up running into, but first we ended up running into a fucking Umber Hulk. Because that's always a good time. We were handling the Umber Hulk. I had it stunned pretty good. We were handling it good. But then the dragon came back. So we had to fight both. Killed the Umber Hulk. The dragon grabbed Rinkaz and started flying away and looked like he was about to drop him. And then I actually missed kind of the end of the episode because I had real life issues. So
Glosse saved Rinkaz.
I fell out of the dragon's mouth and Fortunately, Glosse sped over as fast as she could on her magical peacock bird, turned me into a bird, and I was okay, but Sun Kong, Fa, and Aesop were able to dodge the death laser from the dragon, but he torched Glosse's bird and Vidi, and now they're smoking on the ground after falling.
Thank God for evasion, but shit.
And I'm a peacock eagle.
Yeah, I couldn't find a good icon for your Rinkaz, so we added a little let's make you like, there we go, a little lighter,
And,
added a little wing icon so you can fly around as a giant eagle.
I did come back at the end, so I do know that the dragon seems to be flying away. And hopefully not coming back.
Seem to continue to ascend and fly off in the distance as you all take a second to, A, as your characters look around, and B, as players sort of remember the area last time. It appears as though you are in the eye of some strong, turbulent maelstrom, a tornado or hurricane. You just see a vortex of wind that surrounds you. The wind is loud and buffets all of you, and as I mentioned before, without your earrings of communication, you would have to yell just to speak to one another. Luckily, with those made, you guys are able to communicate without needing to really raise your voices too much, and are able to do that. Also, I wanted to point out, Luke brought up a good point from last session, something to make things a little easier so it's not just as janky with the lighting here. As you guys explore different broken down ruins of housing and structures, I'll remove the dynamic lighting. So if it has no dynamic lighting, it's pretty safe to assume you've already investigated that interior of that place. Now, that doesn't mean that there won't be enemies or something in there that you may not be able to see, but I'm just removing the lighting so that it's not just like a huge clusterfuck you guys trying to crawl through this map. So with that said, as you explore places, you'll notice the lighting being removed, so you have a little bit more visibility going on. So with that, you all watch as Rinkaz soars through the air. It feels natural, Rinkaz, to be a giant eagle. However, at the same time, it feels a little uncomfortable. Not because of your large wings and shifting through the air in your avian form, but just because of the turbulent winds, that it's actually making it a little difficult to stay aloft. You're able to do it, but it's just, you almost wish that this could have happened somewhere where you could have spent a little time soaring through the air gracefully instead of just trying to stay upright.
I can't spread my wings here. Do I notice anything flying down? Do I notice maybe just a hair's extra vision into anything as I go?
If you are looking to try and see extra things, give me some type of perception check. Keep in mind that unless you have any type of special vision or senses, this area is technically dim light because of the winds and dark and stormy clouds above, so it is a disadvantage at perception checks.
I think that's the one, keen sight. The eagle has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight.
Well, there you
so
go.
I think it would it just be a
Cancels it
normal
out.
roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Not keen enough. Oh wait, that's mine. Would I take the birds or mine?
You are in the bird's form, so you would technically take the birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so take 3 off of that.
You are able
Nice.
to peer above, and you now see the silhouette of what looks like the large dragon that you guys were able to determine is not a red dragon, but weren't able to put a finger necessarily on what type it is. You can now see the silhouette as it seems to be merging with the huge turbulent winds out at the sides of this settlement. And even the dragon itself, as it begins to sort of plow into the wall, you can watch as even it has a bit of difficulty keeping upright. You're not sure if that's just because of the nature of this hurricane, tornado, this malevolent storm, or it may also be because you guys did a certain amount of damage to it to throw it off. You're unsure. Other than that, you peer around and see largely what used to be town or settlement full of broken down housing. You do not see anything particularly out of the norm.
I see some probably dead Neogi over there.
Yeah, you are able to peer some dead Neogi around on some of the pavement. You also see a larger looking building to the bottom right, oriented with the map.
Okay.
You're not sure what's in there, but the structure looks a little larger than most of the buildings around here. That's really the only thing that stands out with that check.
Can I stealthily move over to the Neogi and see if I can determine what their cause of death was?
Yes, you can.
My intention is to move over here.
I'm going to remove the initiative, the turn order, but just keep in mind, if you can, similar to how we did the bank incursion, if you guys would just tell me like Luke did before you kind of move your character token, that way I kind of know what to expect.
There's another dead Neogi right behind the wall where Sun Kong is. Anyway, do you want a stealth check?
If you were trying to be stealthy, then yes.
Yes, I am. And
I'd like to
gosh
join Aesop.
darn it, I'm pretty stealthy. That's a 23.
You feel pretty stealthy and do notice as you move along the ground here where there are some tufts of grass. There are large patches where it looks like the earth is barren and there's just rocks and dirt. However, there are occasional patches of what looks like these tufts of just long grass or some type of long bush that sway in the powerful winds, and you kind of use those while sticking up against this nearby ruined house as you shift over to the dead bodies.
Okay, can I make a check to see if I can figure out how they died?
Sure.
I'm specifically looking for, like, if they were shot by bullets or, like, if they died from, like, dragon wounds, I guess.
Right.
Oh, man. Good rolls so far tonight. That's 22 on medicine.
With a 22,
22.
you are able to gather. One of them looks to, this is familiar to you, Aesop, because you just saw it 2 seconds ago running up the captain gif that just got completely annihilated. What just looks like almost a dissecting, just searing mark running through this Neogi next to you. However, the one next to it, as you take a look, it does look like its body is pocked with all kinds of marks from what may have come from some type of weapon that the GIF used. It looks like there are areas where gunpowder and bullet wounds are present on it. So it looks like a mixture.
I touch my communicator and say, we've got one dead from the dragon, one dead probably from the GIF, and in the nearby building, I think I spy another Umber Hulk den to the north. I'm starting to think that our folks that we're here to rescue may have gotten pulled into these dens, and we may have to go exploring.
Oh, God.
But let's continue looking for now.
Also keep in mind, you guys can see these purple boxes.
Yeah.
These purple boxes, it's not really on the map. This is just in your minds. These are the areas that when he was alive a few minutes ago, Captain Hurst pointed out to you the general area where he thought his men may be located.
Yes, and there is definitely a tunnel in the area that he thought his man was located. And there was a tunnel in the area that he thought his other man was located. So I'm guessing if we go to the third area, we will probably also find a tunnel there.
I can check to the south real fast.
I fly back to the rest of the group in the meantime.
Okay. Sun Kong decides to head south a little bit.
I rolled an 11 stealth, by the way.
Okay.
Not
I'm
great.
fucking going south.
I see 2 dead Niyogi.
You pass through a house that is cluttered with all types of debris. Some sections of the walls completely upended and torn apart.
Oh, what is that? Can I tell what that is, Jason? I guess I don't know, perception check on it, I suppose.
From this distance, you wouldn't need a perception check.
Okay.
It looks like the top half laying face down against whatever this dilapidated structure is of a GIF.
Oh, I think I might have found one. I think he's dead.
If he's dead, then just grab
Let
the
me
pip
go-
off of him.
Yeah,
See if
let me
he
go check
has
the
any-
pack.
See, check his packs. See if he has any of
Yeah.
that machinery.
I think I saw another dead Niyogi. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna investigate, right? Investigate his body?
The investigation is more trying to figure out how things work. If you're just trying to
Okay.
search his belongings, then
Mhm.
you'd give me a just general perception check.
Okay, cool. Perception.
As you flip him over, you do notice that he appears to have been, looks like he was probably stabbed. You're not sure if that's by what that would have been from. Also, as you look over his patroller uniform, you notice a name tag on him that reads Lurber.
Found Lurber. I guess I
Right.
grabbed his name tag and whatever other patch or whatever we needed.
There is a patroller patch similar to
That.
the other one you guys tore, and seeing that it looks as though he has passed you, pull it from his uniform.
I'll look back in this room, and also I did kill one. Do I remember were the Niyogi using stabbing type weapons? Or do I see any on the floor near these dead ones?
You could make like a nature check if you want.
Okay. Here goes nothing. Wow! Wow! Only I could roll a 1 without actually rolling a natural 1.
That's pretty impressive.
I rolled a 1, but not naturally, so I remember nothing. I kind of forget my own name a little bit. I mean, do I see anything on their bodies that looks stabby, like a stinger, or maybe sharp hands or tail or something?
It's stab wounds, but also what look like the raking of some type of like slashing stuff. And yes, you have an unnatural 1, but with this type of check, considering that the bodies of the Niyogi are nearby, you get the sense that it could have been that their claws and their bites could have put down this GIF.
I think the GIF was just killed by Niyogi. It's hard. I'm not good at this stuff. It looks like he was stabbed. They might have been able to stab him. I don't know. I'm coming back with the pouch.
All right.
His
Was there
patch.
anything else on his body? Any sort of clue or anything?
No, I didn't see it. I didn't see anything else. Right, Jason? You just said. his
What was
patch,
your-
his name tag?
Oh, you made an
perception
unnatural.
was-
You made an unnatural 1 to. What was your check to search him?
9. So not great. So I probably didn't find it.
You didn't find
Rolling like
anything.
trash.
You didn't find anything that stands out on his
Yeah,
body.
Okay. No, it just looked like he was stabbed. I didn't find anything on him. Was there another section we should check before I come back, or remember if I'm closer being down here? Anyone remember?
I can't see anything. I can't help.
I guess this box did go a bit of a ways out, so... Oh.
I think there was one significantly further south.
I stop and try... Do I need to make a perception? I see... I mean a stealth, Jason, because now I just ran into... I see a Nyogi, but I don't know, does he see me, or was I being stealthy enough?
I need you to make a stealth check, please.
I'll make another one. That's not fine. Well, maybe. See how I'm rolling. Come on, stealth. Oh, thank you.
Jeez.
When it matters. 24.
You feel particularly stealthy as you hear these shifting sounds and are able to peer through the separated pieces of wood from this dilapidated shack and peer a Nyogi shifting through.
Alright, guys, I found a live Nyogi.
Doesn't look like it sees you.
I don't think it's noticed me yet. Should I engage or come back?
We'll move up to you. If you think you could take him out by yourself, then
Well, I don't know what else is in there.
I'm coming to meet you.
Am I able to talk in ego form through magical headset that is maybe there or not?
No.
You can understand us, I think.
I was gonna say,
What?
wouldn't Aesop be able to speak to you?
What would you say, Rinkaz?
I mean, I was just gonna, like, agree with Aesop and say I can swoop in. If I'm not able to communicate, I was just gonna land and check on Glosse.
You say
sure
that through your communicator. Everyone else hears.
No, I don't like it.
Don't you speak bird, Aesop? You all speak the same thing, don't you?
Oh, that's right. I can't speak bird.
You are a bird!
I'm a bird.
Aesop, you do understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
Rinkaz says that we should all join Sun Kong down south for a brave battle with the Nyogi, and I'm inclined to agree.
That's not what I said.
Shut up.
I mean, screech. I just screeched as loud as I can.
Glosse, he says to keep him in that form for as long as possible.
Oh.
He loves it.
He loves it. He feels so free.
Did Nvidi, are you keeping the concentration up for your guardian?
It doesn't require
Okay,
concentration.
he just stays there then.
Yeah,
He's
it's
just vibing, man.
duration. Guardian of Faith is 8 hours. So
Holy shit.
What?
hey,
I'm sure Vidi could dispel him if he wanted.
Yeah, because
I don't know if I can. I really don't know if
What?
I can.
I'm not saying you should, but whatever.
I'm not really doing that. I just want to drop that in front of a group of Koato and watch them worship it for 8 hours.
All right, so I vote that we start heading south and search the buildings as we go along to clear some of that fog of war.
I will keep eyes on this Nyogi and wait for you guys.
All right.
We haven't finished fixing the ship yet either, have we?
No, I don't think you did.
I think I'll finish fixing the ship.
That might be a good idea.
I don't want to split up.
You also need some steel scrap if you're able to come across it to help mend the Spelljammer wheel back into the base of the ship.
Oh, I've got scrap on me.
Oh, did you find scrap?
I haven't used it. I've had it forever. I've got 100 gold worth of mech scrap that in my bag.
That's spectacular.
From the Cause days, I remember.
Yeah. I was going to use it for guns, but I didn't need it.
Oh, that's a bird feather now, so.
Yeah, we don't know this because Rinkaz is a bird.
As a note, 20 gold pieces worth of the scrap in that pack would be enough to fix it. Just keep that in mind.
Well,
we
That's
can get out
good
of here then. That's good.
Glossy, I was lying. Rinkaz actually hates the bird form, and he
I
wants to kill
dispel him.
Oh God, let me land.
Oh no.
How high up are you?
In midair.
I don't dispel him in the air. I'll wait until he comes down on the ground.
I was about 20 feet there, but
Yeah.
You land, Rinkaz, and your form shifts back into your scaly boy.
I do that bad SpongeBob meme and start walking around like a bird and say, "Look, I'm Aesop."
That's offensive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you could hear me. My apologies. Thank you, Glace. Thank you for saving my life. Oh, I have stuff for you. Also, let's shoot things, because I hate this place.
This is a dangerous
Every
place.
planet,
I check this room.
but this one sucks. Yeah.
Let's get this show on the road while Fa fixes our ship. Oh, Glosse, you look bloody.
Fix it.
Would you like a potion?
Oh, yes, I would.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have. Hold, please. I have 3 more left, so why don't you just take one?
Ooh, yeah, I'll just like throw that
17.
on my face. 17. Nice, thank you.
No problem. Anything in this room, Jason? It looks
Give
empty.
me a check if you want to search it thoroughly.
Hiya! 12. Wait. 14.
With a 14, please give me a
Oh shit.
d6 roll.
Ooh. 1d6. That's a 5. That's a 5. 1d6.
You find a set of bagpipes in the rubble.
Oh!
About 30 gold
God.
pieces.
I throw a firebomb on it immediately because I do not want anyone to have these bagpipes.
Damn it.
I was just
would've
going to say you
picked
could
those.
hold them into the air, and with this wind, I mean...
No, sir, just a Nyogi egg sack. Nothing to see. I got rid of it.
What's that? Nothing
Nothing.
amazingly noisy that I could have?
Nope,
Okay.
nothing at all.
Say, Fa, have
You
you
didn't
ever
even find
considered
it.
picking up the bagpipes?
No?
It's a random thought. Rinkaz, wherever did you think of
Not on this side of the fourth wall.
that?
I have really high
Keep going.
investigation, so if no one else minds, I'm just gonna investigate these places as I go.
I'm waiting for you. You're good.
All right. Nope.
There it is.
Nope.
There it is.
Nope.
I'm investigating too.
Ding,
You
ding,
can
ding, the winner.
You're more than welcome to do that, but first I just need a D1000 roll from Ace.
Oh, yeah. What
Y-
in the world?
You hate to see
Go
it, but
sausage fingers.
you can't.
That's right. Sausage fingers.
Right.
Oh, do I still have sausage hands, Jason?
You
Yes.
still have hot dogs for fingers.
God.
Gross.
Old hot dog claws over here.
Ballpark phalanges.
God. Oh, God.
I hate it. I forgot.
How could you forget?
Anyway, it was 274.
Glossy, you watch as Aesop slips into the house, peering around to see what he can find. At this point, you have noticed his fingers look just like
He
hot
touched me with
dogs.
them. Yeah, no, I
while I
believe
was-
somebody touched my face with them.
While I was invisible, I dragged them across her face.
You also notice now that he looks like a humanoid, like a regular human,
Is he handsome?
A human.
with a scruffy beard,
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
dark brownish hair,
I knew it. It's
Slightly
fucking
unkempt.
me. It's fucking me. Oh no.
as he peers around to look through the room.
Did my clothes get tighter?
Aesop?
It's a
What?
nice looking beard, but it's definitely different from Aesop with feathers. He actually, even in this form though, still has hot dogs for fingers.
Why do I have 5 claws on each hand now? What's happening? Glace, what's happening? I grab Glace with my sausage fingers. Glace, what's happening to me?
Oh, wait, maybe this must be like one of those fairy tales. You just have to kiss your true love and you'll turn into a prince.
Great. I'll ask the dragon when he comes back, I suppose.
Can I just do an Arcana check on Aesop?
Sure. Give me another check.
I also still need to do investigation, but Arcana's 19.
With a check of 19, you could absolutely tell this is some strange effect, more than likely coming from the Wyrd.
Okay. I'll tell everybody on the intercom that our next quest is to find a prince for Aesop, and I would like to investigate the room.
Sure.
What's it gonna be, a prince?
That's how the stories go.
Not the stories I read.
16?
It's not a kiss either.
Glace, you notice Aesop distracted by his now human form, and you take a little bit of time yourself to peer around the room, taking a look around. You go past this dead Neogi and notice that underneath the table, using your investigation check, there seems to be like one of those rugs that you can kind of shift out of the way, and there seems to be like a makeshift little hatch underneath it that you pull open, and you notice some valuables. You find 125 gold pieces in a sack. And you also find a disguise kit.
Oh, cool.
Cool. I slowly look at human Aesop. This won't fix that.
Oh, no.
Alright, there's nothing in here.
You do not notice anything else particularly stands out in this particular room.
Okay.
Before Fa left, I would have given him 20 gold worth of mechs.
Well, thank you, but I'm a lady.
Him, Kyle. My bad.
It's nice. That'll work.
Anybody else wanna search? Oh, I don't want to go that way, Glace. I don't want to go.
Why? What's that way? I can't see anything.
Go down.
I'd like to go join them
Down
with
here?
Grizdom.
Go to the south. Keep going.
I want to stealthily move to the...
Are you seeing
Stealth-
this?
Why didn't Sun Kong warn us? Why
do
didn't
you
he
think?
warn us?
I came from that way. I didn't come from this way. I came from this way.
So, Fa, you return to the ship. I'm assuming you head inside to use this metal scrap and begin making your repairs.
I go to the broken parts to make them not broken. Yes.
Okay. You hop inside and pull the hatch closed just in case anything else is skittering around, and begin making your fixes and repairs to the Spelljammer helm. Glace, Aesop, as you push down... What was that, Fa?
Yeah, actually, I was thinking I'll cast alarm on the top of the magic school bus here.
Sure.
And I will set it up to notify Aesop instead of me. He's got a mile range on it.
Okay. That's good.
And that is if anything comes within the vicinity of it?
Yeah, anything other than the party.
Gotcha, okay. You set up this alarm, feeling it take place in your mind as you shift down into the interior of the ship and begin your repairs, knowing that you now have a little defense should anything be shifting around up top. Aesop,
Yep.
Glace, you guys turn, looking into the interior of this house to see a large hole that seems to have had some creature burrowing either in or out of it.
Alright, let's move quietly.
Quietly we go. I believe I'm checking my features. I'll give Aesop a little bardic inspo just in case. I mean,
I
he's
think you
so
should
bored.
inspire yourself if you can.
I cannot.
Okay. I'm gonna, instead of going in that building, I'm gonna sneak into this building, Jason.
Okay.
And I'm gonna make a check. God, I'm so stealthy. It's amazing. That's 26.
You feel pretty stealthy.
And I'll do
Similarly.
And I'll do an investigation in this room just to get that out of the way with.
Sure.
Oh my fucking god, these rolls are honey butter right now. That's until we hit combat, mark my words. That is going to be a 27 on investigation.
You find 2 bottles of fine wine for 20 gold pieces.
Hello.
A set of thieves' tools.
Ooh.
2 pounds of gold trade bars worth a total of 100 gold pieces.
Sorry, I'm writing it all down.
Yeah, sorry.
Thieves' tools.
Thieves' tools, 2 pounds of gold trade bars, which you can just transfer to 100 gold pieces if you want.
Yeah, done.
And behind a painting on the wall, as you pop it open with your investigation check, I was going to say your raven-like fingers tap at a compartment behind, but your normal, what would have been human fingers, but now hot dogs, slap against a secret compartment and open it up to find 20 electrum inside.
Whoa, that's
dexterous at all.
Is that? Wait, that's not platinum. That's 20 electrum is 30 gold.
20 electrum should be, I think, 2,000 gold. It's the tier above platinum.
Are you? I think
Electrum is not platinum. Electrum is a middle ground.
Hey, but we've never had electrum, so we can just say that it's the tier above platinum.
In this world,
you find a stash of 2,000 in gold, Aesop.
Okay. Sure.
That's my mistake. I thought electrum was like the toppest tier.
Yeah, electrum is a blend of gold.
Okay.
Aesop just says, "Well, drinks are on me after we all get out of here alive."
Other than that, you feel as though you have checked this house as much as possible. Glosse, you are entering another house and checking yourself?
Yeah, if possible, I'll enter this one and check around.
Oh, that's the one that Sun Kong found with the...
Site?
Yeah. I didn't really look around the house though, so I mean, you still could.
Yes, you can always take a second glance if you'd like, Glosse.
Oh yeah, that's true. You should, because Sun Kong shit the bed on his chest.
Yep.
Yeah, not to get too meta, but you're welcome to do second checks if you'd like.
I didn't see anything in that place, Glosse.
Is this perception that we're rolling?
Perception, investigation could help. It's up to you.
I crit, Jason.
You crit. Excellent.
Roll that.
Give me a D10,000 roll, please.
Oh yeah. Is it 10,000 or 1,000?
It is 1,000 now.
Oh.
Good girl card.
I have changed to a new weird random table that is less than 10,000, but it just means that each of the effects have more impact.
Boom, boom.
The other one was really cool because it had just so many things, but it would also be like a paladin within 1 mile thinks he's an owl now, and I'm like, cool. The party doesn't give a shit about that.
I'm just trying to think that one. Could that one be it though?
So, this one has a little bit more of a permanence and relation to the party. 681 was it?
669.
Hot dog.
9 short of 6'9". 0.
Hang on just a second. Let me see if I can find a picture for this.
Oh
God.
no! Oh no! That's the worst! That's the worst thing that could happen.
It's so bad you have to see to understand.
I'm a bird, Aesop's a human, and Glosse is a beautiful orc. End of story.
Again.
Human with sausage hot dog.
It's not that different from my normal meat roast
So he
form,
looks like
honestly.
Glosse,
Absolutely looks like.
you peer up into the sky because there are large portions of the roof of this house that are just completely missing. And
Oh god.
it looks at about 100 feet high in the air is just a large, massive chunk of rock that is flying towards you.
Target, you won't die from this.
Can I run out of the house and
Sure.
make sure?
Yeah, I'm just saying you see this.
We were joking about the boulder.
Meteor! We have to. Meteor! It's gonna get us.
Glosse, if it's entered the atmosphere, it's a meteorite.
Meteorite.
I'll say this, Glosse. Before you run out of the house,
Oh, okay.
You're
notice
flattened immediately.
you notice in one of the pockets on the patroller outfit the shape of what looks like some type of item that Sunkong may have missed. However,
I wanna...
if you grab it, you'll have to make a save to be able to get out of the house in time before
Grab it,
this
grab it,
large
grab
chunk
it,
of
grab
rock
it.
hits.
I would like to grab it.
Grab it.
You reach into the pockets and quickly grab out what looks
Use
to
your
be
advantage.
a smooth, amber-colored stone.
I'm gonna die for this stupid fossil thing. Oh god. Okay.
And now I need you to please make a dexterity athletics, or a dexterity saving throw to
you
get
good
out
at that?
in time.
No.
Oh, a dex save.
Sunkong, Aesop, you guys now see this huge chunk. It almost looks like just torn from the ground. It almost looks like a piece of house is on one side as it hurtles towards the one Glosse's in.
Sorry, I'm trying to roll my dex.
The words of the echo of the dragon.
Hey, Jason, I crit again.
Oh my god.
It's a save, so you're fine.
Oh,
But
okay.
you deftly just kick yourself out of the house before this huge chunk of rock just smashes into it. And practically there is a large sound of a huge rock just pummeling into this house, and dust next to you and Aesop kicks up as the impact nearly throws you off of your feet. Pieces of rubble splash in your face.
That was a close one. You were almost a glacé sandwich.
Glacé is gonna like wheeze for a little bit and show Aesop what she found in the pocket so he can check it.
The hell is this? Jason, what is it?
What type of check are you making?
Arcana?
Okay.
I'd like to...
It's either above a 16
Feast
or
of
a
faith.
1.
It's cheese to put on your hot dog finger.
Hold on, let's see what kind of horrible malady I have this time.
I didn't even.
Can't believe it. Only when it's the weird.
Your
Human
nose
sausage
begins-
fingers and now what?
Your nose begins to grow. It does not stop growing.
It's actually just constantly running too.
May I
Aesop.
run over to...
Aesop, before... hang on just a second, Slim. You are in this human form. You have
I hate it.
hot dogs for fingers.
I hate it, Jason.
This isn't you. You feel like this can't be you. You
Not?
must be an illusion. And you can't really exist.
Full
Glacé,
existential crisis.
so here's what happened. Glacé, you handed the stone to Aesop. And by the way, Jason, the total was 10 for the check. You handed the stone to Aesop, and Aesop just goes, "Oh no, Glacé, I figured it out.
What? What is it? Tell me.
I don't exist. It's just a cosmic joke. This isn't who I am. I'm not even sure if Aesop really existed ever at all."
Aesop, you're going through something. You're here. Look, you're here. You have weird fingers and you're a human. You're weird, but you're here.
What god would allow this to happen?
Oh, okay, Aesop. You don't go. You stick around, cause You're real to us, buddy.
How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?
Give me. I take the stone back, and I want to try to identify this.
Sure.
So
Please,
actual Luke,
please get another 20. Please get another 20. Holy shit.
actual Luke
that'd
is
be
just
amazing.
standing on the
Oh God.
Unnatural, damn it.
Oh, I saw it. I saw it, and I almost had a heart attack. Fuck.
Should still count.
Aesop got close to determining what this is before he had an existential crisis. Glacé, this is not a phone, but it is the superior version of the magic item. It is a sending stone.
Oh, sending stone.
Oh.
You now remember, with that high of a check, that Hurst mentioned to you that Lurber was the comms officer of this team.
Oh shit.
Let's try to call it. Can we use it? Can we see if it goes to another sending stone?
You can try and use it if you want.
Okay, Aesop, if you didn't exist, would this happen? I activate the stone and wait for another voice to come up on it.
Nothing happens.
Yes. If I didn't exist, the things that do exist would continue to exist.
But then how come I'm talking to you if you don't exist?
Because you're crazy.
You hear, coming from the stone Glacé, a deep voice.
Recon team, is that you?
Hello?
Hurst? Lurber?
Hurst. No.
Who is this?
This is Glacé Allure of the Wild Tycoons. We were with Captain Hurst, and then a dragon attacked us, and then we found Lurber's body, and it seemed to be stabbed, and we found this. There's a giant rock in a house now, but we got this was on Lurber's body.
I see. Well, you've recovered the stone. That is an important piece of equipment.
Okay, where are you
Please
guys?
bring
Are you
that back.
safe?
This is the Quagga. We use the stones to communicate with our recon teams down below.
Oh no.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Bored of that conversation anyway.
The world could be your canvas if you switch perspectives, Glacé.
You need to. Alright. Come with us, everybody. Maybe you might want to either go with Ba or move down here.
Oh, did the fucking Nyogi react to the giant boulder hitting the house?
I guess it didn't. It didn't move. I haven't seen it move.
literally, it's just actual Luke inside of this. Am I in a game? Is this a game?
Make
What is even real?
Sun Kong, Glacé, Aesop, give me perception checks, please, based on sound. At disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah. Okay, it's 11.
You said it's at disadvantage?
Sun Kong, it is your choice, but in your mind, Roshi would tell you, Sun Kong, it seems we drove away the dragon, and yet I still sense a dangerous environment here. We can continue to stay in our bionoid form if you wish.
Yeah, just in case.
Very
It
well.
might be a good idea.
So, Sun Kong, you are still in your bionoid form, technically. So, perception checks, Sun Kong 21. Was that with disadvantage?
No, I'm sorry. I was asking.
It's okay.
Was not sure. Alright, there it is. 15.
With a 15, Sun Kong, you pick up the sound of rumbling rocks or dirt being sifted through nearby.
Does it feel like just sometimes sound feels? Does it feel like it's coming from under the ground? You know what I mean?
With your senses, yes.
Oh, there's something coming from under the ground. Let's get back to the ship. It's an umbrella. Okay, it's something big. I feel it. It's coming.
Well, let's.
It's coming. It's coming. Something is coming from under
Okay,
the ground.
all right. Well, let's go the long way around the hole. Come along, Aesop.
Why?
Because
Just in case.
Yes, you're our emotional.
We'll keep up this charade for as long as possible, I suppose.
That's right.
Let's
That's
do
right.
that. Guys, we're coming back to the ship. There is
Did
an
you ever
umbrella
feel
coming
like
up.
you were a fictional character in a storybook?
Yes, Aesop, when I was inside of your body.
Oh my god, you're an illusion too.
What about 22, buddy? Is he still with you? Is this 22 speaking?
Oh, did we check anything over here?
No.
If there is dynamic lighting on it, you have not technically scoured the inside.
Is this a door? Yeah. Can we do it? I want to pop in really quick and check around.
I can check for traps. They won't trigger on me.
Okay. Okay. Be careful. I do want to do a perception around here.
Sure. It is at disadvantage because it's difficult to see.
Oh.
10.
14.
Both of you guys give me... Hang on just a second. A d4 roll.
All your
Take the
choices
first one.
besides two.
I was gonna say just take the first one technically. So you got a 4.
4.
Oh.
Oh wow. Holy moly.
Jesus Christ.
Glosse,
Jesus Christo.
you find in a crate what looks to be 253 gold pieces.
Okay.
Aesop, you find 2 bolts of good linen cloth, but they're of such a quality that they would probably bring in about 150 gold pieces if sold.
Glosse, you should hold on to these. I have no need for monetary goods.
Oh, okay. What are these?
They're 2 bolts of linen cloth worth about how much, Jason?
150 gold pieces.
150 gold pieces each.
Cool.
You know he's not feeling good if Aesop's giving up money.
What's
I'll
the
take-
point of anything?
Oh, why? Here we go. Okay. And did that count for like the general area of the house, or was that just a room?
It's the whole house essentially. So you guys spend a little bit of time searching around the area here and clear this house out.
Okay, there's one more house, everyone.
As you guys are continuing to search around, Nvd, Ringkaz, what are you guys doing?
I wanted to go see what the hell just fell from the damn sky.
We
No,
told you
no,
it was a
no,
rock.
no,
It was a rock. It just came out of nowhere.
Don't
Be
go
careful.
that
There's a
way.
hole.
And there's an umbrella coming.
I'm gonna go back over by the ship and just play guard and keep an eye out for anything coming over to bother Fa, or if I can help out at all.
Okay. You head back towards the ship, and Vidi, what are you doing?
I am biding my time trying to figure out if I have some way to non-magically heal so I don't make that dragon angry. Otherwise I'm hiding and waiting for everybody to do what they're doing, because I'm pretty beat up.
Potion?
Lumi was with you, Sun Kong, right?
No, it's attached to
Lumi
me.
was with
Okay,
Vidi,
okay.
yeah.
Just making sure. Are you staying where you are, Vidi?
I'd like to quietly try and make it back to the ship.
Sure. You can give me a stealth check if you want. Otherwise, you can walk your way back to the ship.
Walk your way.
That's you hate to see it. Natural 1. 4 total. Way beat up.
In the distance, you all hear the sounds of a dragon high up in the air, sifting through the darkness of the winds. Nvidi, you trip and smack into a wall of one of the dilapidated houses and actually fall through the house, slamming into the floor, not taking any damage but making plenty of noise. Please give me a D1000 roll as well.
92.
92, okay.
Do I need to move myself into this house now?
If you wouldn't mind.
Gotta be able to see. It can't get in there. You can't.
You don't feel.
There you go.
Okay.
Nvidi, it's a strange sensation that you've never had before, but somehow have the feeling and urge now. You feel like you need to lay an egg.
Boy.
It's almost hard to even wrap your mind around the logistics of this, or even how you could understand the sensation. But you feel like you may need to lay an egg soon.
Oh
Yeah. I can't even remember how to talk.
What's wrong, buddy?
Are you almost done with your doing?
I think we're on our way back to the ship.
Are you okay?
No,
Are you
I need to stay right here, or you need to carry me.
I'd like to go out and help him.
I'm not strong
I cannot believe.
like that.
Here. Suncom, take one of these. I have the tea that makes you, for the purposes of lifting and moving, act as a large character.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's carrying for 2 now, after all.
I drink that.
You take a quick sip of the tea. You feel stronger and are able to shift down and find Nvidi down below.
Are you okay, buddy?
Don't know. I'm cold. And I don't want to move.
You dying?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna try to carry Nvidi back
He
to
looks
the ship.
he looks fine. He has a little bit of what you can tell like a cold sweat, like some percolation of sweat on his forehead. Otherwise he looks okay.
You look alright, buddy,
Don't
but
touch.
okay. I
At all.
can't.
Don't.
But I have to get you back to the
Not-
ship.
Don't. Gentle.
Okay, gentle. Let's get you back to the
What
ship.
is this shit? You take Nvidi and are able to head back to the ship.
Trying, man. I'm trying.
So funny.
Amazing.
Oh man.
No.
Come on. Okay.
That. Watch the bomb.
Aesop, Glace, what are you guys doing?
I'm,
As you hear all of this over your earrings.
I'm just wandering into this room.
No.
What would it matter, Aesop?
Yeah.
Say, say,
I'm gonna investigate it.
Point.
What's the total?
Oh, sorry. I should probably tell you the total of my check, shouldn't I? That's a 26.
With a 26, why don't you give me 3 d6 rolls?
Oh boy. Oh boy!
Aesop finds all of my Chemical Romance CDs.
3, 4, and 6, you find 8 obsidian, worth 10 gold pieces apiece, so 80 gold pieces.
80 gold.
You find a bloodstone elaborate brooch, worth 750 gold pieces.
Gold pieces. I just shove it all in Glosse's hands.
Oh, okay. 80 GP.
And
And
a potion of healing.
And I shove it all. I just shove it all in Glosse's hands.
You don't
Okay.
need to heal. You don't exist.
Healing. Okay.
I hope it does better for you than it did for me.
You are ridiculous, bird, human, bird thing. No. Okay.
Sausage.
You
I'm
make sure you
leaving.
go with the group. Okay.
I'm leaving.
I just want to do one more peeksy in that house.
Hello,
But
friends.
I'm not gonna do it alone.
Aesop, you're here.
I appreciate you.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. All right.
Glosse, you should go check in that house like you wanted to.
Well, okay. Yeah. You know, while they're fixing it, I just want to sneak over. I want to be stealthy about it.
Sure. Give me a stealth roll as you sneak over.
I see this hole right here. Oh, good. That's a 10.
You are sneaking.
Okay. I want to stay as way far away from that hole as possible, and I want to just come right back down here and continue to sneak and look inside. That's something I can do.
You sneak around the corner and find the opening where 2 double doors would have been, now completely blasted off in an area to the right of you. You also look down and see the gravel walkway littered with 2 bodies of Nyogi, perhaps the ones that Aesop investigated a little earlier. A dilapidated structure below that, and then past all of that, what looks like a large open room with just a large amount of refuse in it.
Okay. I see the hole over here. I want to be sneaky. There's Clatter. I'm gonna grab Clatter. No. So these things look like they died by a dragon or by something else.
Similar to what Aesop reported, one looks like it may have met the weird blast of that dragon perhaps before, and another one looks like it probably just got shot straight up by a blunderbuss from one of the GIF.
I'll continue to stealthily move down.
Sure.
What is this? What am I looking at?
You see a large open room that appears to be just littered with all kinds of rubble and refuse. Much larger than most of the other buildings and structures in the settlement.
Does this look like some kind of nest?
It's thrown and strewn about in such a way that it doesn't look like anything is placed with any meaning. It does look like there is just a huge amount of rubble in this room. It stretches up probably about like 10 feet high to reach the top of the mound at the epicenter in the middle. It looks like if you spent some time, you could shift some of the rubble, out of the way and dig through it some. Otherwise, it just seems to be pieces of, as you kind of peer up, a large portion of the roof of this area and other debris.
No gift bodies. Can I do a check?
You see a visible body of a dead Nyogi. However, without making some type of check, you do not see anything else in this room.
Yeah, I will do perception.
Sure. Remember, it's dim light. It's a disadvantage.
Okay. Well, I critically failed.
Oh,
Oh,
D1's down.
please give me a D1000 roll then.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay, slash. A 177.
177. All of you holding gold, as well as, well, actually, most of the gold is with Rinka has.
Yeah.
Some
Oh,
of you,
yeah.
some of you have found some gold in the meantime.
Yeah.
You all feel your pockets or satchels, whatever's holding the gold, begin to shift and move. And you're at first unsure if maybe some type of insect or something got inside, and as you open up your pockets, your satchels, your bags, the gold coins flip out and begin to slowly flip over and over and begin to make their way almost in the direction that Glace is. They're moving slowly, but one at a time your gold pieces are leaving your bags.
Unfree goals. Live like I never could.
It's
So
gonna take a
there's
long
a
time for Ringcast's gold.
there's a conga line of literally tens of thousands of gold, just kind of forming a marching walkway to Glace right now.
It almost looks like a trail of ants, but gold pieces just flipping every second or so over top of one another through the bustling grass. Glace,
I don't like this list. It makes me sad.
Glace, you begin to shift into some of the rubble to try and move some of it a little bit, to try and see what you can see.
Okay, yeah, sure.
As you're moving through some rubble, trying to just see if there's anything of note hidden somewhere underneath.
Quietly, gingerly.
You hear your mind was so distracted by digging through the rubble with that natty one that as you do that slow motion thing of peering your head over the tippy top of the rubble, you notice sniffing around on the other side, outside of the building, is what you see right there.
Say what's wrong.
It seems to be sniffing the air and doesn't appear as though it's noticed you.
I use Dimension Door. I don't fuck. Hold on. Do I have the spell slots? Hold on. I'm going to cry. Hold. Okay, Dimension Door. I use Dimension Door. I go. I want to be with the ship. It's.
You can imagine it. You can go there.
Yeah.
If you can imagine it, you can go there.
Great. I do that.
A swirling doorway appears behind you, and you just jump right through it and are able to make your way back to the others.
Does the gold change directions and start following her back to the ship now?
The gold that was like making the ant trail, now that Glace appears with the rest of you, begins to turn back in her direction. And just begins to, as they touch her shoes, they just stop there. But more and more gold continues to collect at the base of her feet.
What? Dragon!
Jack,
Dragon!
I know that's
Dragon?
right.
It wasn't the same dragon. It was a red dragon.
It was a red dragon? Oh god.
Uh,
We need to get off this planet. We need to leave. We really need to leave.
Why
Wait.
is this gold? What is this? Aesop, give me your bag of holding.
okay.
To get all of the gold off of my body the time that I was sitting there, all of the excess that was not mine, and slowly reload my weapons in that time frame.
I put all the
If
gold
that's-
in the bag.
Let's go to another pointless exercise in futility.
Are we ready to go?
Piss if I know. Let's try it.
Give me a check, Fa.
Hey, what check?
Any check that would help repair the ship.
Fa, you can
Arcana,
do it.
investigation,
May I assist?
if you are trained in those things.
Investigation.
Yeah, investigation. Would you be kind of just using your Fa-like tech whiz to try and repair?
Yeah.
Also, I don't know who I'm echoing from, but I'm echoing from somebody.
Probably.
Right. Alright.
Everyone
So-
knows it's Bailey.
Alright, investigation. Hiya. Plus a hiya. Oh shit. 41? Does 41 do? Oh god.
What?
Jason, I think we nailed it. I'm not gonna lie.
He built an additional wing onto the ship.
Sakong, you dip down into the interior to ask Fa this question, and as you finish asking, Fa turns to look back at you and you see a completely repaired Spelljammer helm.
It's working. It's working.
It somehow looks better than it did before.
Yeah.
I put my sausage fingers on Fa's shoulders. I'm very happy for you.
What? I somehow just noticed that Aesop looks like Luke.
Well, gee, thanks, fella. Who are you?
Who are
No
you?
one.
That is Aesop, and he's been infected by some nasty spell. Some evil
Fun.
queen put on him.
I can't
I
be
can-
infected by anything if I never existed.
I
Fawn
think
just
he's
slowly
infected by
looks-
something. He's so ugly.
Oh wow.
What happened?
I feel like I just punched you for some reason. Sorry, Fa. Go ahead. Do your say your thing.
Well, just slowly looks from Aesop to Glacé and says, yeah, we're ready to go.
Yes.
Well, how many other gifts are there that we have not found?
One,
Two.
I think.
Two.
2.
It's
You
fine.
are
They'll
also
understand.
asked to look for some type of gnomish device, if you could find it, and if possible to make sure that it was operational.
I
Just
chickened out.
pointing
Everyone.
out the bullet list.
Isn't the communicator gnomish?
Okay. We haven't been to the west side or east side yet, have we?
You guys
No,
largely
snap.
haven't. Again, if it looks like there's a lot of fog of war or areas that you cannot see, then you have not explored those buildings.
But isn't that where the dragon is?
No, that's down south. That's where the dragon is.
I'm rather stealthy. Let me go with you guys this time. Seriously. I'm still healthy too.
I mean, I'm healthy. I'm not. Well, other than I have no key, but
I have Dimension Door. I can do
I-
2 people, but it's up to whoever.
I'll come with you.
I'll go.
Okay.
Aesop, I think you should stay here, buddy. You're not yourself right now.
It doesn't matter where I go. It's all the same. No matter where I go, there I am.
I
Or
follow
am I?
Glacé and tell Grizdom to stay, because does he count as Dimension Door fodder as well?
He would go with you if you dimension door.
Okay.
Alright, now we're doing this quietly. Oh. Okay.
If you are trying to be stealthy, please give me a stealth check.
Comes
Bardic
with it.
inspiration. Oh! Does a 28 succeed?
You have all rolled your stealth and feel as stealthy as you possibly can moving through this tempest.
I have my.
I see him.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I have my rifle out, but the light off.
Oh, wait, that's not a doorway. Is it? Yeah, that's a doorway.
Mm-hmm. As you move in, Glace, you notice the Gif holding a finger up to his mouth and pointing up. As you peer up, you notice latched onto the roof, about 20 feet high, is a number of Neogi that hiss at each of you. And I will now need you to please roll me initiative.
Aesop's gonna take a 0.
Okay. Let's see here. If you guys are at the ship, you can roll if you'd like.
Yeah. Okay.
Jira, what a champion.
He's always ready.
I'm gonna fix myself a little plate of food. I'll be right back in like
Nice,
2
man.
minutes.
Yeah.
Hang on
What is
just
the
a
point
second.
Of sustaining something that truly will never exist. I watched a snail crawl along the razor's edge.
Oh, some of these rolls.
They'll see this Cam and Kevin.
Rinkaz, you are up first. There are a number of smaller Neogi, 20 feet high, latched onto the ceiling. There also seems to be one that is larger than the others that you've seen before, above what just looks like a hunk of junk, a pile of junk in the middle of this room.
I really should have made a silencer for one of my guns because you said there's a red dragon south of us and I'm using firearm.
Well, we're dead.
I say into my communicator, Glace, we need to get the GIF out of here because if I fire, it's gonna come after us.
You should focus on getting the GIF out instead of firing your gun.
Yeah, you're not surrounded by any enemies.
No, I know. I'm just saying because he's closest to you. Because I might be able to distract them.
Can't fire your gun.
What does
So you should
Rinkaz
focus
do?
on- Okay.
To TPK the party.
Come up with a new idea, immediately get rid of old idea.
I just have to ask, do you have the stats on the Glasborough pincer?
The who?
The giant pincer that we looted.
That was just a loot. We have to like craft it into something. We
Yeah.
can't use it as a weapon.
I was gonna use that as a weapon. Alright,
Can you hit things? Like, physically hit things?
I look to the GIF and say, you need to come towards me and get out of this room now.
Is he allowed to just go down, get him, and bring him back on one time?
I'm trying to call him. I'm trying to tell the GIF to come to me on his turn, and I'm going to try and attack this one.
As
Without
you
my gun.
do that, Rinkaz, he throws off a very ratty cloth, and you notice that his legs have considerable wounds on them.
Gotcha. Well, then I'll pull out my rapier and.
Be happy to join you, but my legs are fucked.
I'll get him.
I just pull out the rapier I have and I charge up here. You said they're 20 feet in the air?
They are 20 feet attached to the ceiling above you.
Alright, well, I'm going to move next to Glosse and ready in action that if this one comes down, I want to take a full attack.
Okay. Jira, you doing anything specific? Slash
Jira.
NVD?
Did they communicate on the thing that they're in trouble?
Unless you guys specifically say, I assume you say most things openly over the communicators.
Okay.
Yes.
Jira's gonna hold a touch spell like normal, but he's gonna climb to. Wait, go ahead. Sorry.
What? No, you go ahead.
Okay. Jira's gonna hold a channeled touch spell, and he's gonna climb, I guess, to the porthole of the ship, and be ready, like on high alert.
Okay. What's NVD doing?
Breathing rhythmically.
Loosen your cloaca. It will prevent strain.
Ugh.
Anything other than that?
It's beautiful. It's the cycle of life.
I don't think we have them.
Invidi, I don't know if it works. I'm gonna try. Invidi is gonna hold a cure wounds, or if a party member dips below half health.
Okay. You can ready that with the trigger. Just remember, if that doesn't happen and you aren't able to cast it within range, you use the spell slot.
Oh, okay.
Just something
Yeah.
to keep in mind. With any
Okay.
whenever you ready any spell, it's like you basically use the slot and have it ready in your hands.
Okay, yeah.
Just something
no,
to keep in mind.
Okay, cancel that. Thank you for
Okay.
teaching me. Full hold.
Okay. Glossy.
No.
go ahead.
Sorry. Hold a Eldritch Blast if something comes in inside the ship.
Gotcha. Glacé.
Yep, this one. I mean, I can get the gift and get out.
Yeah, fucking do that. That's the
So-
safest option.
If you want. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I have 5. And I'll take the attack. 15, 20.
They are up on the ceiling, so they do not attack you.
Oh,
You
good.
can actually move through this one to get into that room.
Can I
because it
do
is
that?
Up on the ceiling. Yep.
I grab the gift. And
Place is a hellhole. Let's get the hell out of here.
I tell everybody I give them a mantle of inspiration so they can freely move their speed wherever they want, and I dimension door out to the ship with the gift.
Okay. A portal of magic opens up behind Glace, and she, with the GIF having an arm over her shoulder, just steps through. And Glace, you and the GIF are back on the ship. Everyone, you have your mantles of inspiration.
Oh, how helpful that was. Yes.
Yeah, that's annoying.
What's the total distance on it? 30?
Your speed.
Your speed.
Let's get the fuck out of here, man.
So, Kong teleports back to the ship.
Glace, you step through your teleport along with the GIF and look over to see Sun Kong already standing there.
Oh. Huh.
I thought that portal would be faster.
Well, I never.
That fucking humble brag.
I'm done.
Okay. So with that, this little baby is gonna skitter over here.
They combine.
Rinkaz, you feel something in the back of your mind as you're attempting to escape. Something trying to sway your judgment. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Inspiration.
Let's bang.
Wisdom saving throw? Sure.
Inspiration.
But these you can't fail. Why even use inspiration on this?
Is that Aesop
Point
for
of
you?
using it, I don't
No, that's
think.
Luke.
And
I still have Indomitable.
Because that always works.
It always works.
I'll take a risk on it. I got a decent wisdom.
Oh, so.
this
21?
Oh.
Oh.
Very good. The strange mental effects in your mind, you wave them off as you continue racing back towards the ship.
Holy crap, it worked.
Everybody gets one.
This one is going to skitter right here.
Oh,
Aesop,
no.
you feel a sensation in your mind trying to sway your judgment. I need a wisdom saving throw.
Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? It just seems so pointless. I'll spend an inspiration.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a 21.
Why let anything affect your mind when you truly do not exist? You continue heading towards the ship.
And a
Pretty much.
D1000.
Oh no, that was
That's
for
a save.
saving
That's
throw.
for save.
Oh,
so
true. Yes.
He's okay.
You've got enough.
I am one with the universe. All consciousness is me.
You hear hissing coming from behind you all, muffled because of the storm as it shifts here. Get that out of the way. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, Rinkaz. The sensation in your mind just continues.
Yeah, I'll use my inspiration this time.
Okay.
This one isn't going to help me anyway.
You throw out that big fatty inspo.
I need to throw mine out too.
Oh, 15. I don't think so. I don't think 15's pretty high enough. No.
That's good.
I think a 16 probably would have been better.
You wave off the sensation in your mind as you continue running.
Stupid ass bug person. I've had it all the time. I wasn't afraid to. Oh god.
Fa, your turn. The ship is fixed and ready. It is not really akin to real life. You don't have to like turn the keys and start the car in like a horror movie waiting for your others to catch up. It's ready to go whenever you are. But if you want to just hold your place or pop out and do something else, it's your choice. You're on mute, I think.
Oops.
There we go.
Yeah. Are you looking at Vidi? Does he look like he's gonna be able or willing to fly? Invidi?
Invidi, you feel like you have to lay an egg.
So that's a no.
We've all been there. Come on. Taco Tuesday for help from everybody.
You expect me to fly in this condition? How selfish are you? You've always been selfish.
Boy.
You never care. You did this to me.
Most species that lay eggs lay more than one. If you're only laying one, you'll be fine.
Holy shit, dude.
Petey, is that a no? Petey,
We're
Take
going
care of the
anyway.
winds, cast the spells, drive the ship.
Petey.
What are you doing, Fa?
We're going anyway.
If Beatty would, if you yell at him enough, he'll drive the ship.
Yeah, he's like, Fa says, all right, fine, and he just hands you a revolver. Don't be pathetic, don't be dumb. And then Fa gets the engines raring and spins around so that the exit is closer to Aesop. Enriquez.
Looney turns to you, Invidi, and says, I'm not exactly used to this, but I'm here to assist you through whatever you're going through.
Finally, somebody that cares.
Michelle said, remember, point it away from you. Whatever you do, don't look down it.
So you're standing at the spell jamming wheel ready to take off,
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I lift off and turn around so that the exit is closer to Aesop and Rinkaz?
You can actually do that. So
I want to do it and take down as much of the house that is surrounding me as possible. It's a tactical maneuver.
chunks of the nearby house, though, what walls were left are blown apart as the ship lifts up off the ground about 5 feet and turns. There would be some resistance if this was a normal house Fa. It'd take much more to try and knock through it, but because of its dilapidated state, just swiveling the ship knocks over most of it.
Being that it had already previously been struck by a space shuttle.
Exactly, yeah. You're just finishing what you started. You all see in the runway down this cobblestone path, just a huge butt end of the Dingus 3 sway out with debris, chips of wood, and dust fly up as you can all see the hatch closer to you now.
I'm helping!
Sun Kong, you doing anything in specific?
No, I am waiting to get out of here. If someone needs help, I'm just waiting.
Sure. The final Neogi skitters over, still attached to the ceiling. I need you, Aesop, to please make me one more wisdom saving throw.
Here's where it all falls apart, guys. Bye!
Oh god.
That is going to be a... Hold on, please. Scroll all the way to the top of this PDF. 13.
Aesop, nothing matters. Your existence is futile, except to serve this Neogi.
I do it! I fucking do it!
Are you?
Oh no.
You are magically charmed by it.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You
think I'll
also
stay
hear
here.
in your mind, telepathically, the Neogi reaching out, calling you back into the room with your other true teammates over in this building.
Alright, whatever.
And it is your turn.
Okay. Sorry, excuse me. It's gonna...
Rinkaz, you see Aesop begin to turn and start heading that way.
I wish my ready to action was stop Aesop from running into
Right.
a dinner. This is it, guys. This is the end of Aesop. What are we gonna do?
Fine. I guess.
I can pick him up. I'm stronger thanks to Fall.
Are we leaving the planet?
We were.
That's the plan. That was the plan.
If you can get him, we'll just toss a grenade in there, and we'll get the hell out of here.
I mean, when it gets back to my
Inside of the ship, Aesop, you step inside and feel the strange, warm feeling of your true team skittering around on the ceiling above you as half eel, half spider creatures. Inside of the ship, the GIF who has been rescued by you, Glacé, he turns to meet your gaze, as well as everyone else who's inside, and says,
Thanks, the name's Forden. Did you run across anyone else here?
2 others, both dead,
GIF, I take it.
unfortunately.
They were GIF. Lubar
Yeah.
and Curse.
Damn.
Hand
I'm
over the-
assuming you're the rescue team.
Yeah.
he takes the
Okay.
tags, or the patches, and stares at them.
Yeah.
Alright, we knew this would be dangerous. Let's get the hell out of here. Can anyone tend to my legs, he says.
Golden
Up
boy.
can.
And he saying that, he ends his turn, so it's Rinkaz up next.
We can give a potion if we need to. That's-
I relay back to them. Aesop just walked straight back into the building of
That idiot.
Colossi. What do you want me to do?
Did he kill on purpose?
Everything doesn't matter to him, Fa.
We've all fought these things before. We know what they do.
Fair enough.
I think he's mind controlled or whatever the hell the bug things do. I can grab him and
If you can't grab him. Honestly, I'm gonna try to dominate him.
I'm busy. I got it.
You got it?
Come
You got it?
back. Just come back. I got it.
Okay,
I have
he's
to do
got it.
everything.
No,
Can we go,
honey,
please?
You're doing great. You're doing great.
I literally have to do everything.
I can get there.
No.
Skip your turn.
No.
Remember to breathe, or you'll molt.
I don't see what the problem is. You're not. I'm not asking you to do anything you're not normally doing. I
Yeah,
just.
that's the problem.
just don't understand.
Never ask. You just suggest. It's okay. We get it.
Do something different. You gotta say something.
What are you doing, Rinkaz?
I'm the ship, Rink.
listening to mommy and daddy fight.
And VD strangely seems particularly irritable right now.
Matronly.
I, against my better judgment, bite the hell out of my lip and look at Aesop and run back to the ship.
I'd see you around, buddy.
I'll take a double action.
Sure.
I wave my sausage fingers at you.
Double movement. I'm in there
Grizdom,
somewhere.
Grizdom throws a hand over you, and you feel the jetpack on his back ignite, and it thrusts you guys up onto the ship together.
Oh, wow.
Jira / Nvidi.
It's nice that we have turns back to back so I can actually do what I wanted to do. Jira is gonna roar. Oh, there, I have the wrong cursor. And however Jira roars for being a dragon that size, and Jira is gonna double fly. Fly at 60.
I was gonna say, Glassy, what's Jira sound like?
Sweet. Actor for Jira. I can fly 60. Jira is going to fly 40 and land right there
Wow.
on Aesop's shoulder, somewhat aggressively,
Okay.
and pass to Nvidi.
Mm-hmm.
Nvidi is going to cast a Greater Restoration,
Ooh.
which is going to cure charm effects. As I posted in chat, because I was totally prepared to do this and I wasn't excited to pull off my combo like I've been waiting to do since
Since you made the character.
Firebird.
A wave of restorative arcane energy washes over you, Aesop, You now realize that you are being controlled by these creatures.
Oh, I'm leaving. I'm leaving immediately. Get out of you.
They hiss now at the small little dragon sitting on your shoulder. Anything else in VD?
How much more exhausted can I possibly be? Can one of you go get him now? Always
yeah,
not in the right place when I need him.
Yeah,
Let's go.
You're going through something. We're 5, 10.
I mean, I
Look,
can get
it's-
there really fast on my turn.
Wait, how far can I actually? Let's see.
I can move 140 feet on my turn.
It's okay. I'll move here for 25, and I'll use my last mantle of inspo to tell Aesop to come here, and let him use his speed to non-opportunity attack, walk his way over here.
Why is everyone fighting over nothing?
What's the point?
I grab him in the dimension door on the ship.
Okay.
And I'm done.
You were out carousing with your friends at a time like this, really?
Put
I hope
ice-
Jira made you feel real bad about that, because I'm
But
sure
I-
going to.
Put ice on his forehead and abdomen. He'll be better in no time.
Yeah, ice always fixes it, right?
Hey,
On the
somebody
boo-boo.
You want
Booze.
some ice chips?
close the
We got
door.
ice chips for you.
Close
Who
Close
taught
the
you how to
door.
drive? Go faster.
So hang on just a second here.
in the ship until somebody closes that door.
Make me turn this ship around.
I can't interact with anything in any way.
What was her name?
Okay, now that's too real.
I'm projecting at this point. I can't. I'm sorry. I gotta get up for a second.
Would you guys place yourselves inside the ship?
Oh, I don't like that. Why are we doing that, Jason?
Nope.
Because you
Also-
all
like this
got
spell.
inside.
Can you get rid of that?
Is that the
Fog
drive?
of war.
Drive back.
Oh, there's the.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, here, hang on.
Jira's still gonna be on Aesop's shoulder, just for reference.
Oh,
Oh!
And
Everyone's
everything
gone.
goes black.
Jason, everything's black.
I can
Well,
see
Dad.
Aesop.
Hang
What's
on.
I can see
my
Aesop. I can see Aesop and myself.
I can't see anyone.
You've reached the zenith of nothingness.
Stared into the abyss. And
You
the
can
abyss
all
stared
finally
back.
see me for my true self.
What are you doing, Jason?
Wait, okay, so this is the front.
Jason, why are you deleting everything?
Because the ship begins taking off, carrying you guys away from the surface of the planet.
Oh,
That's right,
good,
Kaz.
good cover, good save.
Oh yeah, and this world is actually covered in dragons. So many dragons.
It could be worse. It could be a planet covered by Tarask. Oh wait, that exists.
It does.
It's rumored to exist.
Or does it?
Oh. We'll kill it.
Not the Tarask, the planet.
Whichever.
Could I give one of my spare potions to the gift? If that's okay? To like revitalize him so he's
Sure.
not like
Yeah, he's
dying.
happy to drink it and gives you the nod. Fa, similar to how I've explained to Nvd, and I think you may have piloted stuff before, I don't remember, but you
Yeah.
get the sense
Yeah.
of the surrounding area of the ship as you pilot it. For everyone else, there is a hatch on the top and two doors to the sides that are these lighter gray rectangles here. But there is no portholes, so you can't see outside, besides the general senses of Yufa driving the ship. The ship begins to ascend.
Okay, cross your fingers and toes. There's
You
no
feel
dragon.
it ascending further and further. Fa, give me a perception check.
Perception.
At any point, can I offer a guidance or resistance to Fa?
Sure.
Which one do I want?
Guidance, bro.
Ability check. Yeah, I'll give you resistance. You're gonna drive like your life depended on it.
Okay.
That's not a request.
Alright. Hey, perception. Cha-cha. 18. Cha-cha.
There is a large creature quickly catching up to your ship, coming from behind.
Ugh.
Nobody freak out, but hold on to your butts.
Why not freak out? Fa, why not freak out?
Well, because I'm going to go faster than the giant thing that's trying to catch up to us. That's why.
There's a thing coming.
Oh,
Right,
now
that's
I'm giant now. Now I'm giant. Never stops with
Yes,
you.
you're a whale.
And Vidi,
Sung Kong.
any second now, it's coming.
Keep breathing.
Hold his hand, Sun Kong. Hold his hand.
Fa, you
Blow
channel
expected.
as much arcane energy into the Dingus 3 as possible, and despite you giving it as much arcane fuel as possible, you wish the ship was going faster than it was. You realize now why it is typically referred to as a wreck boat, which is like a last resort lifeboat outside of a crash spelljammer. It is not built to go particularly fast.
Jared, you.
Everyone
Must go faster. Must go faster.
hears the sound of what almost sounds like a rapping, like someone knocking on a door from the back of the ship.
Do not open that.
Can I? Oh, I don't know. Hold on. Let me read this. I have to see it. Damn it!
There are doors and a hatch at the top. Just saying.
I mean,
Aesop loads his crossbow and opens the hatch. I guess I'll try to do something, I guess.
Get yourselves on at least. Jesus Christ.
You all watch, turning around to see Aesop pushing through the hatch above. And
Somebody
you can,
grab my ankles, I guess.
Aesop, you pop your head out of the hatch. And here we go. Hang on.
Here we go.
I'm gonna grab his ankles and do a little peeksy. I just need to see the dragon for my plan.
Hang on just a second. Let's get this lighting out of here. We're done with you.
Bye.
Wait, could we give Aesop the eyeball thing that Fa has? That way it's kind of like your. Oh
Aesop
wow.
doesn't care about anything right now.
That's a big dragon.
That's
That
the
the-
one I saw.
Okay, so let it freak.
Is that the same dragon that almost dropped Rinkaz to his death?
No, this one looks much
No,
larger.
It's different. Yeah.
Oh. Good.
You watch as it flies right behind the ship, staring at it almost curiously. It looks up now, its eyes meeting yours. Its skin, ancient and old looking. Not perfectly red, but more of a brick color to it, almost rust-like color as it flies. It is very large and sports a healthy looking head full of horns and other details. As it flies behind, it notices you now. And hang on just a second. Let me see.
It lays an egg.
In common, says,
Excuse me. Where are you all headed?
Oh.
Hello. My name
Pull
is
Aesop down.
Aesop.
Pull Aesop down.
No, stop. Hello. We're the Wild Tycoons. Who are you? Aesop is pointing a crossbow at him lackadaisically as he says this.
I'm sorry, it's terribly windy up here. You have to speak up a little bit. Perhaps you should come a little closer.
Okay.
Pull Aesop down. Pull Aesop down.
Oh!
Like, no.
Can
Pull the
Can I-
chicken leg.
check on that before he comes down?
Sure.
Because I have the ship's senses, right?
Yeah.
My passive insight is 18. Is that enough, or do I need to make a check?
Make a check at disadvantage. You have the sense of where things are around the ship, but that doesn't mean you can understand all the conversations happening around.
Fair enough. That's all right. I have expertise. Yeah.
Although, I would actually say nix that, because you are wearing one of the earrings of communication. You'd be able to hear this.
15 is the check.
Yeah, you're able to... You're making an insight check? Seems like this dragon, whatever it is, you haven't exactly laid eyes on it other than being able to tell through the spelljammer of its presence. It seems genuinely curious.
If you want, I would like to poke my head.
You can see enough through the hatch, Glosse, to see it from where you are.
Okay, well I'll poke my head through and lift my mic up and I'll like tap it and put my thaumaturgy or whatever. What's that spell called? Hold on.
It's thaumaturgy.
Yeah, and I'll hold it up to Aesop's face.
Oh, thank you. Hello.
There we go, much better. Now, where were you all going?
Oh, you're breaking up a little
You're
bit.
breaking up, Jay.
Where are you trying to go?
Oh,
We're getting out of this dangerous planet.
Testing.
there we go.
Testing.
Better.
Where were you all going?
Well, where are any of us going, really?
Pull him down. Somebody else talk to the dragon.
Yeah, anyone can pull me down at any time.
Please.
I'll pull him down.
If I
Okay.
was closer, I would.
Hello, beautiful fair dragon. You see, we were.
Who are you?
Hello. I'm Glossailor. You might have heard of me, you might have not.
She's real.
Oh, you haven't? Well, I'm a famous Eidolon.
I'm gonna stop.
And, well, we were down here.
Do not stop. Keep going. He can fly with us.
I'm gonna slow down now.
We were down here helping some people who were injured, and we ran into some Nyogi and some Umber Hulk, and then a really very angry dragon. So he didn't want us here, so we left. You know, we're leaving. We're in the middle of leaving. You're beautiful, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
What is this thing you're in?
It's
Is it a creature? If I poke it, will it bleed?
it will bleed a certain way where it will, yeah, okay, so this is a device. This is just a device. But if you poke it, it will bleed, if that makes sense.
I see. There were other things crawling around in my home. What were they?
Other things, you mean the Nyogi?
What are Nyogi?
They look like scorpion bug things.
Those are the things.
Yes, those are very, very bad, and they don't care about anyone or anything. They just want to take over things and take over people and ruin everything for everyone.
And they're not part of your group?
Oh, absolutely not. We've been trying to take them down.
Have you seen my son?
Oh, the pretty, pissed off white and bronze dragon? Yes. He's, he almost killed us all, yeah. Killed some of us.
He would.
That's
He
that
would.
rascal.
What's your name? So are you his mom?
Mother, yes.
Oh. He thought that we were enemies of everything. Of you guys, and made it a point to scare us away.
I see.
Make a persuasion check, Lasse.
I use my inspiration. It's gone now. It's in the black. I don't know where it is. 29.
Holy shit. The mother dragon says,
Well, if you're leaving, I suppose I should head back down and deal with those pests.
Oh, yes. You know, the hippo gray looking big, well, tiny creatures for you. They also don't like the Neogis. They're good guys. They would help you if you wouldn't attack them.
I see. Well, I should take my leave, but before I go, do you have any spellcasters with you?
Oh, your son said no. Those are bad. Nope. No.
make a deception check.
Yep.
Looney.
A loony.
Well, can I give Looney's thing is aids and deception checks like feed it an advantage, right?
Yes,
But
if you,
it's for you though, right? 'Cause
That's
it's
the
your
thing.
companion.
yeah, it is with you.
So is the dragon like rolling against her then? Could I give it disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh, that is true. You have that card too?
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that with this card here. Give a creature disadvantage on its next d20 roll.
Okay.
Magic is the devil. We don't do magic here.
We don't do that magic.
Magic isn't even real, Aesop said completely sincerely.
No deception check.
Your total is 23, Glacé?
Yeah.
It is a very good thing that Sun Kong used.
Oh boy!
Ooh, thank you, Sun Kong.
Praise be to the monkey.
It looks at you, Glacé, and says,
Would you know if any of those Nyogi are magic users?
Oh, they're every single last one of them are
Every-
magic users. And they'll try to take over your mind.
They tried to use magic to take over my brain.
That's right. Charming effects.
you watch as the large dragon snarls.
Yeah. Nasty.
And-
Tell the mama that the GIF hate magic because they do. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah. The gray big men, little men, also
Big little
hate
men.
men.
Big little what? The hippos. The
Yeah,
big
they
old
also hate
hippos.
magic. The hippo men.
With a snarl, the dragon begins flying down.
My
around the
beautiful.
ship.
Ta-ta. Glacé faints.
I
I'm gonna get
catch
it.
her.
Good job, Blase.
I'm gonna get
And-
out of here then. Okay.
Yes.
In the distance, you hear sounds of havoc happening down below as the ship continues taking off. Fa, please give me a concentration check as you begin to push through the turbulent winds, trying to make your way out of the lower atmosphere of Horzodas.
Yeah, do I get the D4 from resistance to this? Is it a save?
It would be like a concentration save from you being hit while using magic.
Plus D4 plus con save.
Oh, the 3 was the D4. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
22.
You are able to keep a cool head despite whatever you are sensing with that massive dragon behind you, and the ship continues pushing through the winds that whip the ship. Glace, you and Aesop duck back inside and close the hatch due to the turbulent winds that kind of rocks the boat back and forth relatively violently.
Okay, what was that? Hippo man.
Nvidi, you need to take off your pants right now.
Oh.
I don't.
It's coming out.
I don't wear pants.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Then
Moment that we've been practicing for the last 8 minutes.
you feel something pushing through you, and everyone hears a plopping sound against the floor underneath Nvidi.
What?
Oh. What?
Swaddle
Everybody look at the wall. Everybody look at the wall.
it.
You think you're
No.
ready?
Back
but
up, and
What's
everybody
that
look at the
smell?
wall.
Swaddle it in clean linens.
Oh god, the smell.
It's fine. Don't be such a baby.
Don't you touch it.
Now, here you go, Nvidi, and I'm gonna wrap it up in some clean, like, surgeon's cloth and, like, hand it to Nvidi.
As you push his robe away to peer what has popped out, you see a egg that's actually larger than a chicken's egg. It's got some. It's like a fist-size egg, but it's made of
Oh.
pure
What?
gold.
It's a little baby. Oh.
I
golden
really thought
boy.
that was all.
Fa? Nvidi just laid a golden egg.
You see the door whip back open. Wow. Hey, did you say a golden egg? How gold? Like all the way golden? Like, give me that.
No. Needs to be with its mother.
Well, we gotta wait first. We gotta for the record for the birth certificate, right?
Here you are, Nvidi. You hold on to this tight. It'll need to be incubated for some amount of time, I presume. I'm not sure what this is. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you.
We'll
This is a new
discuss it
one.
when we get home.
You all continue pushing through the atmosphere, leaving Horzodas and making your way back towards the quagga. After about an hour or so leaving the general atmosphere of Horzodas, Aesop, you watch as though your sausage fingers and general form returns back to your standard Kinku, and this strange sense of just complete nihilism seems
What
to leave
the
your mind.
fuck, Glace? Give me my bag of holding back! What are you doing? Get your grubby greedy bits off of it!
No, it's not just your gold anymore.
It's my bag of holding, though. Give it to me. Give it to me.
I'd like to redistribute the gold
Yeah,
to
we
everybody.
redistribute the gold to everyone, obviously.
Okay. At Sun Kong, for some reason, for a while there, you felt like you were a changeling who couldn't change into anything else. That is gone as well.
Oh, that's so sad.
I completely forgot that had happened.
May I ask what the effect I had last week was that didn't show up?
Insane.
The effect last week, if you were to step into a puddle of water, you would have found that it is much deeper than a puddle.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That's one of my greatest fears. Thank you.
And Sun Kong, are you somewhere on this ship?
Yeah, my yeah.
It's
It's a trap, say no.
Oh, okay.
I'll move.
Your
You
bionoid
left me
form
behind. Yeah.
reverts, getting out of most of the danger, and you feel a sense of exhaustion overcome you.
But luckily, my iron heart takes over, and that first level of exhaustion just seems
Ah.
to go away.
Nice. You are
Oh!
hungry, though.
Goodness, your
I am
leg!
hungry.
Son can't move. This man needs an operation.
Oh, sorry.
So, your shit's fucked, is my prognosis. And I'm gonna take out my medical supplies and see if I can do anything for
Okay.
him.
I still think we're getting some echo.
Oh,
Echo.
it's coming.
Hello! Yeah, it is.
Coming
It's
from
there.
inside the house.
Never
Thank
works when Luke yells to make it work.
The GIF looks at you, Aesop, and says,
Your doctor.
Oh, yes.
He is,
Mostly
actually.
of avian species, but, you know, I'm sure evolutionarily we shared a common ancestor at some point.
You think I'll be able to keep them?
Do I? Can I make like a nature check or something on that?
sure.
It's gonna be a unnatural 20.
Okay. Aesop, it's going to take a couple days for him to regain the senses of his legs. Without your guys' magical healing, he probably, even if he was rescued by other Pioneer members, he probably would have lost his legs.
Well, it's a good thing we acted fast, but I think as long as you stick with a long road of recuperation, you should be eventually back on your feet, yes.
That's a relief. At least I can walk out of here with some good news.
Well, you're not going to be doing any walking anytime soon, but eventually, if you stick to that regimen, you will be in a facsimile of your former self, I suppose, is the kindest way to put it.
I'll take that over losing them, that's for sure.
Do I feel like there's anything else I should do for him, or is he just gonna kind of need to get back to like a clean bed?
If you want to make a check, you could like build him, you know, like some type of like device, you know, made from some materials that would help,
Okay.
you know, keep his legs.
Okay.
And you know, like what would you call it that you put on someone who's broken their legs, like a
Splint.
support device? Yeah, like a splint. That's what I was thinking of.
Is that like a medicine check using dexterity then? Like, because I'm
I
like
think
crafting
so.
something?
Yes, I
Okay.
think so.
That's cool. Let's give that a shot. That's a 16.
Yeah, you're able to, now that you guys are in the relative safety of the ship and you have your wits back about you, you're able to craft this for him, and he thanks you.
Cool. That's all I wanted to do.
I wonder if there was a Papa Dragon.
Baby
Guess
had to
we'll
come
never
from
know.
somewhere.
I'm right here.
What happened to the egg? Is it still here?
Don't look at the egg.
Is that a little Jira? Is that how you made Jira?
Everything else
I
disappeared.
didn't make Jira.
Can I take an insight check on Jared to see if he's jealous?
Jira's curiously looking at the egg and just very lightly tapping it with its stinger-like tail.
What are you gonna name it?
It's the tome's egg. It's not my egg. I don't know what it is. Give hate magic. I can't do anything for his legs.
Guys, remember when Sun Kong was pregnant and didn't have a kid, but Nvidi did?
We have fun here.
You guys have cleared Horzodas, but remember it will take a full day to reach the Quagga again. We can cut right there if you want. Otherwise, is there anything you want to do in the interim in between?
No, realistically, the gift do hate magic, right? I wouldn't be able to heal his legs.
They are not fans of magic, but I believe someone gave him... Sun Kong, did you give him the healing potion?
No, Winkaz did.
Rinkaz, he did chug that down.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of tricky stuff, but if it helps my legs,
Now's not the time for any of us to be proud. Can I use a...
I'll be open-minded.
Hey,
If I'm allowed to have 2 turns, I'll use my Rada Pack Keeper to reclaim a spell slot and then cast a Cure Wounds. If I'm not, I'll just use...
2 turns is 12 seconds, and you have like another 18 hours before you reach the Quagga, so I think you're,
Okay.
you're good.
Hey, man. I like to ask permission.
Imagine, like, real talk, can you imagine the smell in this tiny compartment?
It won't let me cast it on the...
It's gotta be rank. You could use the rest of that that survival tube that I gave you at BD.
So that's 21, and then depending on how his legs look, I'll give him an extra 5d6.
They look pretty good. You heal most of the superficial damage, like the cuts and nicks around them. And it looks like he may still need to have a couple days recuperation, but he largely looks like you have fixed him up as much as possible.
I feel good about what we've done here. It is so humid in this fucking room.
Open the hatch.
We're in space. We can't open the hatch.
We can open the hatch. There's like a force field around the ship. It's
Hey.
like the geodesic ship.
What's a bronze dragon about in VD?
A bronze dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Would I just know in character, or would I need to roll for that?
You would want to make a history check or something to that effect. Also,
Okay,
Glosse, Aesop, if you guys wanted to make a separate check on what that dragon was, you can since you laid eyes on it.
Nature
Okay.
check, I guess.
I will also make a nature check. Well, I don't think it's going to be much better than that, but...
What if
How
Nope.
about what dragons philosophically are based on brood with a religion check?
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
Well, they're not as nice as celestial dragons, I'll tell you that. That's an 8.
You're able to draw some basic history of the bronze dragon, although it's relatively vague and surface level in VD. Glosse, with that 21 check, that was not a red nor a bronze dragon. You've only heard about them, but never seen one because you typically don't find a person of your stature in completely destroyed ruins of settlements from decades or even hundreds of years ago. That was a wasteland dragon.
Oh my.
What?
They typically take up residence in areas that are devoid of life, where the either natural hazards or, more likely, magic of the people in the surrounding area have reduced the place to basically a wasteland, and thus they have a natural hate of magic users.
Oh, they're like dark sun dragons. That's cool.
And what? So a white in a wasteland, like that other one was like clearly a hybrid of some kind. What dragons shoot lasers? In VD.
Laser dragon.
With your 21 check, and because you spent enough time seeing that other dragon, that was an adult wasteland dragon and an ancient wasteland dragon.
Oh.
And they were both using a warped energy breath.
Oh.
I see.
I don't like the word ancient.
No.
Wow, we really dodged a bullet that over.
A laser. We dodged a laser that would have
yeah.
ripped our ship open and killed us all.
Yeah, it hurt really bad.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Good lying, by the way, Glosse. That I could take notes from that. That was magnifique.
Oh my god, Can we celebrate after we get home, not before?
Yeah,
Fair.
Aesop did say drinks were on him, but I'm definitely buying you one, Classe. You saved my ass.
Oh, I'm gonna get the most delicious one.
I'll try and find you a vampire, a demon, or a friend as well.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Oh, let's get drunk right now. Aesop busts open the 2 bottles of fine wine he picked up. Just passes the fucking bottles around until they're gone.
Didn't I find ale also, and I gave it to Rincaz?
Oh yes. Break it
Like,
What
open.
can happen to you driving, Fa?
Don't
Two
give any
things
to
of
Fa.
Oh my god.
If Edie's a new parent, he deserves a drink.
That's right.
But what about the breastfeeding?
Eh.
You all get thoroughly drunk.
Hell
Except
yes.
for Paul.
Except
It's
for
okay.
Fawn.
Driving.
Don't give Eddie the gift. He's lost a lot of blood.
Drag him up into the cockpit and lock in
Make
us.
it better that way.
Paul, are we there yet?
Shut up.
We there yet?
Oh god, I hate it.
99 bottles of wine on the wall. 99
99
bottles of wine.
Are we there yet?
Get the air out of this place.
Are we there yet?
Fa just fucking spaces us. Just.
You don't have to vent it all. You have to vent enough to knock you out. And once you're out, then I can start letting it back in.
Are we there yet?
That's it.
A very long day passes.
We there yet?
That smell.
That's alright. We're on one beer, everybody. One beer. Wait, nope. We're on wine. One bottle of wine. I'm drunk.
I don't even know what we're drinking anymore.
You know they say
One more
wine-
bottle of.
wine before
Yeah,
beer.
that.
It's gonna be a good time. I'm pretty sure that's the phrase.
Everybody has fun.
This fucking poor gif.
Oh, he is getting thoroughly drunk along with you all.
Hell yeah! Live it up.
And starts making his legs dance.
Was that a fucking dragon?
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
That was an ancient dragon, bro.
This was a bad plan.
Very bad.
The resources we could have acquired, good stuff from the intel we received. Didn't receive intel about the fucking dragon down there, though.
Two dragons.
There
we
were
know.
And the Umber
two?
Hulks. There were Umber Hulks too.
I
And
saw
Umber
one of those, yes.
And there was probably a Papa Dragon that we didn't run into.
Yo, if you ever need a, I don't know how everything works with you guys. I know quite a bit, but if you ever want to come chill with us sometime, we won't steer you wrong.
Actually,
Thanks,
shit like
bro.
this happens all the time. So
yeah,
think
yeah.
about
What the
that
fuck?
way.
What the fuck are you saying? We always make bad plans, like what he's describing.
Yeah, but look at us and look at the rest of his poor crew. Rest
Hey,
in
come on,
peace.
a little sensitivity for the dead, right?
Well, I'm just, I mean, not trying to get him to defect, but my friend over here, if you ever
Oh.
just, need to get away for a bit.
Oh yeah, which one are you, by the way?
We know which ones he's not, or at least two of them.
What they mean to say in a polite way, what's your name?
The name was Forden,
Oh.
logistics officer.
I hand him the sending stone, and I tell him this was Lurber's, I believe.
Thank you, Forden, the person, and not just a number that we collected on the planet. We appreciate you.
Hey, I remembered the name of the communications officer that was smashed by a giant freak asteroid.
That was weird. That was.
That was very weird.
We turn to
What
the
did-
camera, wink.
Was he was already deceased though, right? He didn't feel the meteor.
Oh God, no! He was a corpse for hours before the meteor hit him.
Probably.
You found the others dead, and you got their patches right.
Well, we found Hurst alive, and then the dragon killed him. So that was a
Kind of blew
problem.
him up.
We took the patch for Lurber and Hurst. We never found Dramur, unfortunately, but we checked a lot of the city.
We left and there was another one down
Oh yes,
there.
I mentioned it in that weird malaise I was in.
Oh my god, we should have
There was
never
also
left without him.
dragons. There was also dragons, though.
There was also dragons.
Lots of dragons. And
We
more
were-
Umber Hulks.
Yes.
Ancient.
I can't believe it. We failed our mission.
We didn't fail the mission. We did the best we could with the information we had. And we saved one.
You all wild nuts.
Hmm.
What do you do?
This.
This, yes.
Well, you
This is what we do.
certainly
it-
lend a hand to the consortium, I'm sure, but outside of this, what are you,
We-
mercenaries?
No.
Yes.
I'm a doctor.
Little this, little that.
Oh my god. Yes, we're mercenaries.
I mean, roughly, yeah. We all have different trades, but yeah, that's the long and short of it.
I'm a monk.
I have no earthly possession.
We are protectors of the Twixt. That's what we are.
I like that. That works.
That make money while we do it.
Yeah.
That's also true. That's a big one right there.
A doctor, a performer, monk, tech wizard, security, and half pseudo dragon, and I look at Nvidia and shrug and say, Nvidia.
He's our golden boy.
I'll just make prestidigitation sparkles and wave completely
And there's a
agitated.
Goliath who used to be something else.
Has
And then he
words
died. But
started.
now he's back.
And I point to Kristoff and say, he can vouch for us.
So, I imagine you didn't come down to rescue just out of a good conscience. You probably made some deal with the captain of the Quagga.
Did we make a deal with the captain?
We did,
Oh,
yes.
Yes.
We need some equipment from the from the Quagga, full disclosure. We need, sorry, still a little drunk from the wine.
Yeah, we.
You squench my quabba, I squench your quabba.
Of course, it sounded like a pretty great adventure. Go searching on an ancient ruin, do some scouting, find some ancient gnomish technology. Went tits up pretty quick, as I'm sure it did
Real
with
fast.
your group. Yes.
He nods and says,
Understandable given the circumstances. Let's take the patches, the stone. We'll need to meet with Brew whenever you have had rest if you need it. I'll go with you to report on my findings.
I give him a bit of a salute and say, I'm, again, sorry for your comrades. If we could have done anything else, given the circumstance.
Well, we did mention that the hippo men are nice, and I don't know if maybe out of the kindness of the dragon's heart, they might take that to heart or not. At least we put it out there.
I hope for his sake that he is already dead.
Maybe it's for the best, as macabre as that is to say.
Yes. I owe my allegiance to the patrollers, but I appreciate your kindness. I will go and report what I have found out to Captain Groove. Hopefully the information gathered from what was supposed to be a more thorough survey will assist in whatever things you are looking to requisition yourselves.
Do you happen to know a bit of newer, maybe in the past year, recruit? An old friend of ours. A little clumsy, good heart.
What? Plenty of those. You'll have to be more specific.
Kunk.
He wasn't new.
Oh, he got pro real fast.
Yeah.
Haven't heard of him myself. We're spread out pretty thin across the Twixt, though.
He's
Likely that
legendary.
he's a member of another Quagga.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully,
Legendary
if
hero.
he is legendary, I will learn of his conquests.
He's a good man. He's a friend of ours. We've known him for quite some time now.
He nods. So, with that, you guys find yourselves being assisted as you land back on the quagga. What do you do?
I guess we should check in.
The
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
hustle and bustle of the ship, although it looks in better states from a day ago, where the number of spider-like ships were surrounding seems to have licked its wounds somewhat. Everyone is in a more rigid formation. Things seem to be back as work and less haphazard than before. You all pass through the halls. Where are you going first? You know you have free lodging here if you need. You know you need to at least at some point report back to Captain Brew. It just is up to you guys.
Might as well report, I say.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. You all, considering that you already have one of the surviving members from your expedition with you, decide to go and just go ahead and meet with Captain Brew so that you can report on your findings and let him know what you came across and hopefully get the needed supplies that you guys were looking to do. As you all make your way in, there is a number of elven guards standing at the post. You let them know that you're the tycoons. You find yourselves waiting for about 10 minutes, and finally the doors are opened by the two and they usher you in. Similarly to a day or two back when you first got on the quagga, you see the hefty, very tattooed Captain Brew, who is sitting at a large planning table with a number of what look to be like models for a scale of war or battles in the respective area around here. Some have been shifted around from their previous positions. He ushers you all in to take a seat, forward and following in behind. You all find your seats and the doors behind you close. He looks to each of you and says,
Tycoons, welcome back. So, tell me, how was the survey?
Terrible.
I see.
Planet should be bombed.
Did you know there were dragons on that?
Two
Server?
of them.
Two?
At least two.
Dragons.
Yes, dragons. Ancient trash heap
least-
dragons.
Two.
Trash heap dragon.
I was
Two.
not aware, but all the reason that I sent you down there. Do you
The
know what type of dragons these were?
and he seems to be using a quill to actually take notes.
You'd have to specify of which of the two dragons you mean.
There were two.
Yeah.
So the first
Two.
one was just an adult one, okay? And the
Mhm.
the adult one is bronze, black, and white. It's got laser breath, okay? And the ancient one, the mother of the adult one, is all bronze, very big. Hate magic. They all hate magic.
Expansion.
Let's see. Probably also laser breath.
Glosse tricked it. Barely.
Well, yes, the mother was willing to talk. The other one was just angry and not willing to do too much. And I think the right term for the trash heap dragons are called wasteland dragons, but these were totally trash heap dragons.
Now, if you have a couple diplomats with a death wish, you might be able to find some common ground with them, considering Gif are, as you know, being one, not too trustworthy of magic, and these dragons seem to want to kill all magic users, so it's a match made in heaven, what can I say? But also, they seem really angry, and the little one, almost killed us.
He is quiet as he continues to take notes.
We informed them of the Nyogi that they already knew about, and I'm pretty sure they're annihilating every Nyogi they can find.
I see.
Yes.
And of the GIF, I see you have brought back Forden. The others?
One missing and two pronounced dead.
Yes. Yeah, I would put the patches on the desk for Hurst and Lerber. And I guess the Sending Stone too, if Forden is giving that
Yeah,
up.
he puts it out on the table.
Yeah.
We
Now, oh, go ahead.
He turns to Forden and says,
I am sorry to hear about those losses.
we just a side note, there's also Umber Hulks down there as well.
Yeah, common
yeah.
companion of the Niobe, yes. That does not surprise me. The natural hazards of the planet. Clearly, if there are dragon kind down there, that is an extreme danger. Anything else if we were to try and pursue any further expeditions?
It seemed
Nothing
the
else
Umber
that we
Hulks. It seemed the Umber Hulks had a fairly extensive series of tunnels underneath the settlement. We didn't even have enough time to do a full sector sweep. We were caught by the Umber Hulks, and then the dragons swiftly followed. Unfortunately, we were not able to recover any gnomish technology.
Unfortunate.
If you know
Plus,
any.
there seem to be
Oh, go ahead.
no. Plus, there seem to be. I don't know if you've ever experienced it before, but it's one of those areas of like wild magic in the area. Weird things happen randomly down
This
there.
bird was a human with salami fingers.
Sausage fingers.
I thought I was an illusion. It was bizarre. I
Our
hated
golden
it.
boy laid a golden egg.
Why did you have to mention that to the nice? We were
Tell me-
almost out of here without
T-
talking
t-
about it.
Tell me he jots it down in his notes. Please tell
he's
me.
taking all of these notes down. He raises an eyebrow your way, Nvidia, but writes it down.
We've heard of this before, yes, the Wyrd.
Yes.
Now,
It
the
was down
weird
there
or
also.
specifically laying eggs is a non-avian race.
It is quite weird.
Well, it is unfortunate that you were not able to recover any type of devices that we were hunting for. However, you have brought us vital information, enough for us to review, and potentially, hopefully, have us avoid any further expeditions to Horzodas.
Yeah,
We
I
had
would
limited
recommend that.
intel going in, and it seems from your expedition that things would be too dangerous, at least for the time being, for us to send another survey anytime soon.
Any form of life down there that wasn't what we mentioned is more than likely dead, and all of the structures are gone as well. I mean, there's little to nothing for coverage down there as well.
I see.
Again, if you have diplomats with a death wish, it is hypothetically possible to talk to the older dragon. You do have common ground, but I would not recommend it.
I would not either, for if I send any more men down, considering what has happened to Forden's survey, I would order them to do whatever they can to make sure the dragons find themselves in a number of pieces strewn across that settlement.
Got any
Great.
bombs? You should go throw some bombs down there.
We have plenty of ordnance, and I
But-
have a itchy trigger finger.
Also, we don't really know that there's nobody else living down there.
Extend my
saying.
hand out to shake his hand again, as do I. Please let me know if you ever need a hand dropping any ordnance.
Are you
Well-
flirting with him?
We could always use more men like you. Have any of you ever considered giving up your lives as adventurers to join the patrol?
Ugh. Sorry. No. Thank you.
No.
No, not at the moment. But thank you for the offer. I really do appreciate it.
We are doing what we can to ensure the peace of the citizens here in the Twixt, continuing to expand and explore, although now finding ourselves stretched thin dealing with the Dark Trine. I appreciate all of your help. I would have liked more information, but I am at least glad you got out of Forden and all of you came back in one piece. I'm willing to offer you all 6 scripts for your work. And from everything that you have brought me intel-wise, I would be willing for 1 week to allow you to borrow 3 of our gadabout suits.
Oh, 3.
3 ain't enough, champ.
Perhaps, in exchange for the scripts, we could at least procure 3 more?
Unfortunately, that is not something I can swing.
Okay, well, where do you get the gadabouts at?
They are mostly grown on a number of elven worlds.
Mm-hmm.
They are
Any-
supplied through the use of, at least for our forces, of the patrollers, in garden farms grown inside of the various quagga that make the patroller fleets.
Oh.
Surely there's something we can do to make ends meet?
Is there any chance we could just get at least maybe 1 or 2 more? I think I might be able to suffice with the assistance of my ally Grizdom.
So that, 2 more would get us to 5, which means if you're using Grizdom, we just have to give up our patrollers and we're good to go.
I was gonna say, what is the bare minimum that we need here then?
We need 2 more.
2 more?
I look to Aesop and say, certainly you could use your plant to make an apparatus for yourself if you need to.
Suppose, but that does run a risk, remember?
Yes.
Well, can we go somewhere to just buy them?
How long can we have it? Can we have 5 of them for? If we can't have it for a whole week, we should be able to have 5 for something less than a week, right?
Oh. My ship's resources is stretched thin.
I mean, we're flexible. We can wait a couple of days.
In speaking of flexibility, I am not rigid as stone in my bargaining. What would you be able to provide me that could help my men in our further efforts?
If we were to take a day, Aesop, is there anything more natural you might be able to concoct to assist? Not to throw you out there.
No, I think this is perfectly fine. If
We
do you have any?
are not partial to magic items, but the patrollers is a makeup of peoples, and we are apt to using whatever we can to help us in this
Well,
war with the tribe.
Every day I can make a handful of healing potions and help out in an infirmary if you have injured soldiers that need healing. And this would be, of course, alchemical healing through science. So, not magic.
Understandable.
Oh,
I
and
get-
dumb. Do you like guns?
Like,
Do you like jazz?
He swivels his chair to look at a wall behind him that is just littered with all kinds of what look to be long-range rifles.
Just noticing this, I kind of
Yes.
scratch my chin and smile and say, it's quite a collection. How would you like your very own handcrafted gun from the Wyld Tycoons? A trophy piece that could still kill people and things.
I'm not looking for any personal souvenirs, but if you're willing to hand over firearms, I would happily equip my men with it.
All right, so how about this? Do I get the impression that they need any doctor services right now, or are they they're not really in the? Well, they just finished attacking a big old bunch of dark trine,
He
right?
seems interested in you serving, although he didn't mention a time, and he is interested in what weapons Rinkaz would be able to provide.
Sun Kong, how many days do you need for that tattoo?
40 hours.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we looking at here? 8, 16,
It's
32.
at least 4 days, I'd say.
4 days. How about 4 days of my service in your infirmary, and Rinkaz can craft you a gun, and that'll get us the last 2, perhaps?
I can help in the infirmary as well.
I see. This would be beneficial for us, for you to serve in the infirmary. What weapons or items would you be willing to provide? You mentioned some type of weapon. Rinkaz.
I pull out my revolver from my belt. I pull off my hunting rifle. I pull out the shotgun, the blitz, and I also point over towards my backpack and say I can make a handful of different types of guns. If you want one-handed, two-handed revolvers, rifles, pistols, I mean, you name it, I could make a couple small ones or 1 or 2 big ones for you.
Would you be willing to spare your time in our armory helping to forge new weapons for our men?
That'd be wonderful. I'd actually enjoy that. I'd maybe pick up a few things on the way.
You all are Wildnuts and have the unique ability, provided you stay alive long enough, to come across things that most of us, even in the consortium, typically rarely lay eyes on. Is there any beneficial magic items that you would have that could help us out? I admittedly am interested in the servitude that you would be willing to portion out for us over a certain days. But if you have some type of items that would be beneficial, even if they have magic to them, I would be happy to accept those as well.
So we had like a magic item EMP go off. Did our magic items restore?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You're out of the Wyrd, so that's all restored.
I have something that I want to give up.
I don't have any extra magical items that I didn't sell to get my awesome sword cane.
We can get here with
Oh, you could help with me in the crafting, or you could maybe
I'm helping in the doctor's office. Oh, you're talking to Fa. Never mind.
yeah. I mean, you've made
Yeah.
plenty of cool things already. I mean, even like your buddy Houdini. I mean, a survey bot might help them not be full of bullets.
Right, I'm just trying to answer the question at hand about the magic items. Yeah, the best that I can offer is like just my tinkering stuff. I know how to make like surveillance stuff. Like I can make a rabbit that can be a video camera, or I can make an owl that's a video camera, or I can make like a squirrel that's like a video camera.
We are largely a survey platform that would be extremely beneficial to us.
Well,
Hey,
shit,
Make you
I
a
mean,
bunch of cameras.
as long as it's a woodland creature, I can make it look like a video camera. Yeah, wait.
Fair enough.
make it a capybara.
It's like a big squirrel, right?
Yeah, sure.
It's like a
can
large
do-
guinea pig.
Rodent. It's rodent.
Nope,
But
that's
they're
prairie. Can't do
They're
it.
happy.
With everything that you've offered me, I am willing to accept to extend an additional, for a week, 3 gadabout suits to you.
Oh,
All right then.
Under the condition that you stay with me for a full 10 days.
Ooh.
we're trying to save the Twixt here. We don't have that kind of time.
Yeah, fucking persuade him, Glacé.
Listen, buddy.
You
We
bad.
are. What?
No, I was just trying to give you backup singer.
Oh.
Bad, I think.
We are trying to we're on a time limit here. We're trying to.
Ain't got no time to play with you.
We're fighting the Dark Trine in our own ways. You know, the more dangerous ways. And we are on a time limit. We have to go to a very dangerous place. And we don't have time to spend 10 days with you here. For the greater good.
Maybe 5 is the best we could do.
Make a persuasion check, Glosse.
Assist? Can I?
If you are trained in it, but let me know what you say to assist her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am trained in persuasion. Yeah. As much as we want to stay and help one group of people, we do have an obligation to help all people, as corny as it sounds, and we really can't say much more than that, but we threw down our lives to help you. You could at least trust us that we're telling you the truth on that one.
You have advantage, Glosse.
Nice. Thank you, Vidi.
He says,
That was performance. I hit performance. I'm sorry.
It's the same
Same.
score, right?
No, bards have bonus to performance.
18's still pretty good, and you have advantage on it. So,
Wow.
18 was my advantage.
Disadvantage, yeah.
oh, right.
Well, it's better than 12.
Yeah, sorry.
he looks over his table and says,
Understandable. And I hope you do not see me as trying to squeeze out whatever I can. I am not looking to take advantage of you. My people and the consortium are in need of whatever supplies we can get to deal with the Dark Trine. We too are looking out for those in the Twixt. 6 days, and I will still give you the full 6 scripts. You are welcome to use any of our services, and you have free room and board for that whole time.
Best as we're gonna get, Glosse.
I looked at Aesop and Glosse. How much time do we need?
Well, we need at least 4 for Suncom. Anyway, so this is only costing us 2 extra days.
Yeah, 6 is bad.
Paul's already shaking his hand. You got yourself a deal.
Let's go. That works.
Very well. If there are no disagreements, if you don't mind, those of you who are willing to put in work, whether the infirmary or the armory, I would appreciate it. A full day's work out of you in those areas, and I will take the items you have offered to me, which I appreciate, and distribute them to my men.
I whispered to Glosse and Sunkong, looks like you two just got a 6-day vacation. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Paul's gonna have to work.
In the meantime, you can use those scripts or whatever valuables you have procured to do what you need in terms of your own supplies that we offer to people like yourselves. If you need to speak to me, then you are welcome to come and meet with me at any time. Until then, I will dig a little deeper here and debrief Forden on what the next plan of action is. I appreciate you all and lending a helping hand to us patrollers.
Oh, thanks for your help.
Very well. May your further adventures be advantageous. 6 days of work for us, along with the supplies you provided, and upon your leaving we will give you the 6 gadabouts that you have requested, provided that you return them to a nearby quagga. It does not have to be this one, within 10 days' time.
Oh yeah, weeks or
Easy.
10 days in D&D.
Do that.
Easy.
Very well.
Yeah, easy.
Week.
Wink. Did I say that out loud?
All right. So with that, you guys have made your deal with Captain Brew. Forden bids you well as he continues to take a couple seats closer to Brew to share some extra intel and have a debriefing along with him for what to do next out of that outcome. In the meantime, you guys have free reign and volition to go wherever you'd like here on the ship. Sun Kong, you can start getting your tattoo if you'd like.
Sure.
Oh, before we do that, can you pop open that script thing again? Because maybe we can put that towards Sun Kong's tattoo.
If you'll scroll down to the Pioneer Quagga, you'll see the benefits of these scripts. You guys have 6.
Sick.
You can exchange them for Wyrd bits. You can exchange 1 to 2 of them for a discount on a single purchase of 10,000 gold pieces or less.
Okay, never mind. That won't work for Sun Kong's tattoo then.
Or you can trade 2 scripts for 1 bought item that is not masterwork, and it will carry a minor magical property.
Ooh.
Wait. Why wouldn't 2 scripts work for a discount on the tattoo?
Because it's
10,000
on
or less.
10,000 gold or less. Which
Oh.
Sun Kong's cost more than that.
Wow,
16.
yes. Forgot.
Well, I have something, but we can talk about it after. We don't have to take airtime doing shopping stuff.
So, just some things to think about. We can do a little workshop after this, after we're done streaming here, and then we'll just come back next session and we'll let everyone know what you guys bought. Sun Kong, you're getting what tattoo?
It
And what does it do?
gives me a +2 to AC. I forget exactly what it's called. I'm doing it with prismatic ink
Okay.
because
Okay.
I was coerced.
All right. So you begin having this work done. We'll go over the details of what it looks like and when it is finished for you and the cost of that. In the meantime, yeah, we're at time. So I appreciate everyone who stopped in to hang out with us and watch as everyone nearly got eaten by an ancient dragon. That was pretty crazy. That could have gone a couple ways, so that was interesting. But yes, I appreciate you all stopping by. Thank you. Some of you may still be trapped in your homes, so if we're able to provide some entertainment for you, I'm very happy. Thank you, another TV viewer, A10. Thank you, Billikers. Thank you, Heroes. I appreciate you stopping in and hanging out with us. That's really cool. Thank you, Husband and Wife Stream, for the raid and everything else. You guys are awesome. Come join me and Slim next Tuesday for a Roll20 for Dummies stream at 8 p.m. and that's Eastern Time. Thank you, Jefficorga, Milty, Raffle Vantry, Ramastino, 3 Bibble, or Bible, and V&K. I appreciate you guys stopping in. If you want, just touch that button that says follow, or maybe go to our Twitter and touch the button that says follow so you can be updated on our streams and fun stuff like that, as well as all kinds of other stuff as we very slowly expand the things on the channel. Yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping by. We'll be back next week, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.